Children of the land, do you hear echoes of truths that once rang clear? Two souls intertwined, one true love they did find, bringing land and heavens near. But flames that burned full bright soon fell dark. Memories dimmed by shadowed hearts. In the waxing gloom did wane the lover's moon, watching as their worlds drift apart. One soul's cry, a passion welling sacrifice, a panoply to her kin. Yet this bond of hope by treachery was broke, scattering her words to the wind. Swelling over long seas of blood are a song, and death an afterthought to those who fight for none alone, lying empty, children of the land, answer this. Why must you turn to empty bliss? Tell me why break trust? Why turn the past to dust, seeking solace in the abyss? Tell me why create a circle none can break? Why must you let go the life you were bestowed? This I fear I'll never know.
Well, hello everybody. Happy Monday. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays, Garrett.
Happy holidays, Kyle.
How are you?
I did so much rapping yesterday, I never want to see Scotch tape again.
Well done. Nice job getting it done.
I realized yesterday, and I feel like I knew this deep down, and I never wanted to admit it.
Yeah? That you suck at it? Me too.
No, I'm great at it.
Oh, you're great.
I hate it, though. I hate wrapping gifts.
Oh.
But I refuse to half-ass it because Katie is the most perfect gift wrapper I've ever seen.
Sure.
And she takes great pride in it. And I know she'll judge me if I just kind of like just get in there. You gotta, any exposed edge has to be folded under. So you get that, you don't have an exposed cut edge. You got to do that. You got to do it. So I take great pride in my suffering.
Just give up. Give up long ago, man.
Yeah.
Make it part of your personality that you suck at it. It's okay. That's my strategy.
There's plenty of other things that that I suck at. That's part of my personality. Gift wrapping cannot be one of them. It can't be. It can't be.
Well, welcome everybody.
Also, you just made me think of the dumbest factoid about myself. In my family,
yeah,
I'm known for being good at cutting pies and cake.
Ah, okay. Was that intentional?
My good, sort of, and my good cousin Jake, love him to death, has a reputation for he's not allowed anywhere near a pie or cake with a knife.
I see. I see.
Yeah, it's one of those, annual razzings of my poor cousin Jake. Every time the pie comes out, they're like, just keep Jake away from it. It's time to somebody give Garrett the knife. He knows what he's doing. We used to work as waiters together at the same retirement home kitchen. So that's when I found out. I was like, oh my God, if Jake is anywhere near a pie, it's gonna get mangled. Sometimes you realize that you didn't know you were good at a thing because you didn't realize there were degrees of good. Yeah. And yes, I am using a different camera. I'm taking it out for a test spin today. I got myself a new webcam.
Oh, sweet.
Because I just needed a new webcam. Mm-hmm. And I heard good things about what Elgato's got going on right now. And so far, I really like it because it appears to save what you set it to internally on the camera.
Oh, neat. So you can move it around and it'll hold on to it?
Yeah, so just taking it for a spin today. It's probably a little wider than you. Feel free to crop in on me, dude. But yeah,
by your request, my liege.
I thought you did your hair. My hair is different. It just kind of fell this way, and I had a beanie on, and it smoothed it nicely, and I'm just kind of rocking it. Nice. Enjoy the middle part today.
We have some super generous super chats coming in. Much appreciated.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'm now bringing my eyes to the top where there are 2 pink super chats just chilling, and they're gonna be chilling for a bit. So I believe the first of those was L Law. Thank you very much. Said, "Happy Starlight. Thank you for making our last year in Final Fantasy XIV a lot brighter. Hope you both have wonderful holidays with family and another even better year to come." I thought this said yet to come. And my voice decided to abandon what I was saying mid-word. Thank you, L Law.
Yeah.
Happy holidays to you as well. Hope you have a wonderful one. And I'm glad you thought we were
a good part of the year.
To send in that super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And the other bookmarked super chat up at the top there is from D. Your name isn't spelled all caps, but every time I see D, I want to yell it. Said, "Merry Christmas and Happy Starlight. Your content has become my comfort watches. I discovered you early in my Final Fantasy XIV journey after an unexpected hiatus. Thank you so much for all of the content you guys make and the passion you put into it." Oh, well, thanks for hanging, D, and thanks for the demo support. You kind of did a hiatus. You took if we're being tactical about it, took you over 2 years to get through A Realm Reborn.
Yeah, if we're really, if we're putting dates to it being dramatic.
Yeah, so it's not just D.
I could sum it up as such. It was so hard.
Darkman, thanks for the 7 months before we even got going today. Yeah. Wishing everyone a happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah, Darkman. Nuri, welcome to the Gearbox. New member, kicking us off right at the start of literally 2 o'clock on the dot.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I ever noticed there were timestamps on these. That's cute. Are you being invaded?
Invade?
I heard that thunk.
Oh, that was Karth getting in the closet. He's good.
Oh.
Yeah. There are many boxes.
He made it this time?
Yeah, he's already depressed several presents, but they're fine.
Bahamut, thanks for the super chat. It says, if you haven't reacted to or individually watched it yet, WoW's Darkest Secret is a must react. Sure, chat will agree. Just stay away from the comments section on it if you have. I tend not to read. I almost never read comments on other YouTube videos. Like, almost never. It
depends what kind of video it is. You know, if it's not visually interesting, but I want to know what people have to say, I start scrolling down and leave it audio.
WoW's Darkest Secret's come up a few times. It is definitely at the pretty tip top of my interested to watch list.
Oh, okay. Cool. We could do that today.
Yeah, I don't know how long it is though. I don't know how long it is. So.
Probably.
I mean, we could look it up. We have the power.
I've already watched it, so I've already seen it.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we haven't fired it up, because it's not a. It's in that department. You know what I mean? You know what I mean talking about.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, it's like us in the no clip. Not only is it too goddamn long, but we've both already seen it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we could watch no clip, you know. That'd be a cozy thing to do someday. Rewatch it at some point.
That should, if we're taking it off this year, but if we ever do a New Year's stream, we should just start no clip at the point where when it finishes, it's the New Year.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Yeah. Super Sideswiper, thanks for the super chat. Merry Christmas, Happy Starlight, and Happy New Year. Which reminds me, gonna stream the Heaven's Turn New Year event too, or gonna spend the whole event with family and friends? New Year's we will not be streaming. We have no plans to stream.
Does it do a thing? Does it last? Is it just kind of like they send off fireworks in town?
That's what WoW does.
Yeah, it goes to January 17th, so we could easily stream that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So
At least
maybe
as of 2011. Let me scroll down a bit here.
I haven't planned that far.
Yeah, it'll go from January 5th to January 19th. So we'll be definitely back by then.
Okay, so it is a proper event. It's not just a hey, Happy New Year, everybody on the actual day. Okay, cool. We will. It'll be scheduled if we do that.
I've spent a surprising amount of New Year's in WoW.
Same. 1 year with friends in the same room, all on laptops, watching it go off.
Oh, nice.
We were quite drunk. It was a good time.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
It's a good production.
Yeah. Das, thanks for the super chat. Happy holidays, y'all. I don't know if there will be a stream on Thursday and Friday is my mom's birthday, so this will be my only stream I catch live. Hope you two have an amazing holiday with family and friends. I hope your mom has a great birthday and that nobody gets her a birthday and a Christmas present.
Yeah, no combos.
Unless she's into that. I don't know. Maybe she's like, you could just spend more and get me something really rad.
Yeah, I guess so.
I have done that. I did that last year for Katie.
I mean, if it kicks
ass,
ass,
I've ever done that.
Yeah, if it really kicks ass.
Yeah, Katie's birthday's right at the beginning of January, and I never combine, but she wanted a really expensive part for her car. So I was like, hey, I'm going to bend the rule just this once because I know you really want this.
Christmas is, I feel different about Christmas. Like my birthday lands on Father's Day often, and I'm more than fine with that. Combo those things together.
That's fair. We've also combined our birthdays because both our birthdays are in January. And 1 year we rented a 2-bedroom in Orlando and did a long weekend at Disney, and we just called it our birthday, and our friends came with us. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Outlaw, thanks again. We're catching up now. Caldera, welcome to the Gearbox. Thanks for becoming a member. Enjoy your perks. You have emojis you can use and abuse now.
Yes.
Stuart, thanks for the super chat. Morning, all. Currently walking in the rain to get snacks for another fun stream. Just wanted to say, mods are awesome. Thanks for always protecting us from spoilers and horny bots.
Yeah, thank you, mods.
Horny chatters.
True.
There's plenty of those. There's plenty of those around. Yeah. Walking in the rain. It's cold in Florida. By Florida standards, it's cold today. So wherever you are, I'm assuming the rain is cold. What's going on? That sounds miserable.
Snack. Well, it could be chill. Yeah, if you're properly insulated, it could be chill. It's 38 here today. It's chill.
Okay. Nice. D, thanks again for that super chat. Dino, thanks for the super chat. Said Merry Christmas emoji and Happy Hanukkah emoji and a great day to all. I believe that's technically Christmas tree and menorah, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well done.
I see what you're picking up there.
Oh, yeah, you can hover over it for a translation. Nice. Oh, happy Hanukkah out there. And
indeed,
as we speed towards the end of the year,
at a breakneck pace.
Yeah.
I literally, while the countdown was going, hit send on some Christmas presents, some that might be going your way.
That's my fault. That's all me.
Did it?
That is my fault.
Well, there's other. I also sent gifts out for other people's children that I like. And yeah, so it's not just you. It's not just you. And then Daycall, thank you for the super chat. Season's greetings, said the rosemary to the sage.
Nice.
Do I have it queued up? I do. Oh my word.
Oh, let me go ahead.
You should start growing rosemary. And Kitty's got a nice little herb garden going back there, but there's no rosemary back there.
Yeah, we have a little one in the kitchen. Looking forward to expanding the back porch this next year.
Nice.
Holidays on.
Heck yeah.
Let me engage the react view.
Oh yes. Yeah. Where are you, by the way? Are you hiding in a wall or something?
I'm behind the tree.
Behind the. Oh, you freaking dork.
SpongeBob taught me the best party is the one you don't attend yourself. The best host is not present at his own party.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
That's a perfectly agreeable statement because SpongeBob was trying to overwork the party, take it too seriously. And once he got rid of the schedule and let people just have fun, fun was had. SpongeBob, full of life lessons.
But you could just beat that.
We got some things to do today. I think we're gonna fire up first with something I've watched and Garrett hasn't seen, the Pint Shadowbringers trailer, and then we will be watching something I feel really awkward about. I feel like going through.
Why?
Well, because you sit down with your girlfriend or your significant other and you start going through your childhood album, and let's say let's say it's me. And you're covered in acne, you're kind of weird looking, you're gonna be 6'4", someday, but you got buck teeth right now. We're gonna watch the Final Fantasy X Ul'dah opening. But I feel like we're just gonna rip on people's significant others when they were younger, you know? It's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
It's shot through Vaseline, it's weird and clunky, but we're gonna watch it because we just got to that point in Shadowbringers. But I feel like I just don't want to diss anybody's, past, anybody's favorite cutscenes in the past, because I'm just like, whoo, would not have played that back then. This trailer would not have done it for me. Just, straight cut across the bangs. Just, we all grew up awkward. My mom recently took a lot of the home movies and converted them to DVD. Yeah. And so I've been getting a lot of cameras pointed at the home TV of, Garrett, look at when you were 3 in the tap dancing recital. And I'm like, this is for you. I don't want or need to see this. But yeah. It's called a house cut. It's true. I do not deny the effectiveness of the young squire look, where you basically said, hey, these are curtains now, and let's box that face out. However, it's a bad haircut. What can you say? It's a bad haircut. So, you made a choice.
A bad haircut.
Yeah, bad haircut's a bad haircut.
I never had the bowl cut. All my buddies had the bowl cut.
Yeah, I had the bowl cut.
At some point. As a matter of fact, saw one of my buddies in those home movies that my parents keep texting me, singing in the Christmas play, and I was like, oh my God. He literally just had a child. And there he is with his penis haircut.
What?
That all bowl cuts make you look like a penis. Don't give your kid a bowl cut.
Well, as Mob Psycho taught us, it's not about the haircut, it's about the wind. And you could style a bowl cut into something dramatic. My dad would personally do he'd put sunglasses on me, and then he'd cut with the sunglasses, and then give me sideburn based on the bottom of the sunglasses. So
listen, I've seen the price of children's haircuts. Now they're not that bad. They were even cheaper back then. Just go take
or buy a clipper. That's what I did. I went and bought a high You got to get a plug-in. It's like a drill. You're not going to go anywhere unless you're plugged into the wall.
You should never have a corded drill. That sounds terrible.
What? A corded drill? What? What?
Corded drill is dangerous.
A corded drill is dangerous?
Yes.
But that's how you get a pneumatic drill. Otherwise, it doesn't have the power to pneumatic the
I mean, yeah, if you want a
device.
hammer drill, okay, but anything below a hammer drill should be electric. Or like battery powered. This is the hard arguments that people come here for.
How you gonna drill anything with a battery powered drill? They all suck.
When have you not used one since like 1993? Technology has gotten a lot better. I can rip a lug nut, like a seized lug nut off a car with my battery powered drill.
Huh.
You can get an impact, you can get a hammer,
No,
like you can get, yeah.
I'm immobile. I'm gonna continue to disagree.
You're, yeah.
There we go.
Wow.
There we go, everybody. There's a little bit of that action from
Next
this
you're gonna
morning.
tell me next you're gonna tell me you do like a plug-in chainsaw.
I'm not sure, man. I'm scared. Perfectly honest, I'm scared because you mentioned like I mentioned street lacing last time. You got mad at me, so I don't want to pursue this conversation any further.
Street lacing?
Street racing.
Oh,
I'm abandoning this conversation. I'm abandoning this conversation.
I just think you're a little in the 90s is all. This isn't like a strong thing. I'm just like, what? Battery powered shit rules.
Nope. Nope. I'm out.
Cool.
Here you all can enjoy some combined ornaments of me and Kristen that we found this past weekend. And I'm talking from the source. You know what I'm talking? She knows I talk from the source. It's right here. So that's what we're gonna be watching.
I can't see your stream anymore if I'm supposed to see whatever it is you're talking about.
Nah, it's all good. Let's we're gonna watch the whole thing for the algorithm. Let's fire up the Shadowbringers trailer by Pint.
Cool.
All right. All
right. I have control over the volume.
This is Shadowbringers, but it's only my voice by Pint.
This is already amazing. This is what I imagine I sound like in the shower.
How many years have come and gone since that day?
It's pretty spot on, though.
Actually, that's a pretty good impression.
Yeah, no, they're doing
the voiceover.
Like, squeezing in the fire, everything. They're doing it all.
How many years have I waited for this moment?
It's just so emotional.
The harmonies!
It's so emotional,
For
man.
the one that stood alone against the storm.
Oh my god.
That's a really good XR. That's a really good XR Pint's doing.
Yeah.
For the one they called. The warrior of light.
This is so much effort for such a dumb joke.
Oh, yeah.
It's great. I want to see the mix file for this. I need a behind the scenes on this.
Nailed it.
So distracting. Like, I don't even want to look. I just want to listen.
Yeah.
Also, like, that's a legit Gremlin voice. Like, it
Yeah.
almost sounds the same.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do Oriange. Let's do it.
What sayest thou, Master Batoya?
Pint's impressions are on point.
We may accept this fate or defy it, but we cannot deny it.
Oh, well lip sync too. Ooh,
Yeah.
damn, that's a good ADR.
I am not wont to run from my troubles.
Where it unleashes.
Until our friend returns, I will hold the line.
You're showing the first impression that doesn't, like, isn't a one-to-one match. The dive,
Getting in the
the
footsteps.
riding home, the background is so good. Alright, let's hear the thing.
This town certainly has changed, and not at all for the better.
Pretty good.
I'm not going anywhere. I promise you, Amphibian.
Dude's voice had to be wrecked after this. I'm just thinking about how this would have been like a really funny 15-second bit, but he committed and did the
Yeah.
whole damn
Greater
thing.
even than the seventh umbral calamity must be undone.
Also, I can understand the voices better than the original.
Especially if you watch it in game.
If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten. Become what you must.
Explosion noises.
Become the warrior of darkness.
Well done. When did that come out, even? What was the... Was this
They
well
were-
after the fact?
There's so many
7
times
months
during
ago.
that. There's so many points during that where it kind of receded in the background of what I was listening to because it was so well mixed. I'm like, oh, I'm just listening to a song.
Yeah.
But then the bow, bow, bow would come back in, and it suddenly it was comedy all over.
It's oh, so this was made 7 months ago. So this would have been when they were getting to Shadowbringers, I believe.
Dude, that video deserves way more views.
I mean,
Holy shit.
Yeah, 64K, but
That is so high effort.
it is.
I
a lot of
really,
mixing.
I really want to see the mix. Like I want what it was audition or I don't know. Pint just did it in Premiere, but I want to see that edit file. There was so much, and it was like well mixed.
Yeah, this took like 2 months. They say here in the top comment. Took 2 months to make this.
Oh my god.
Is there anything Pint does that isn't high effort? Oh, but this is
what
on
a high effort gag.
Oh,
Like,
this is on
my
their
God.
live stream channel even. Huh. I wonder why they uploaded it to their live stream channel. Of all things. That explains why I'm not subscribed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Stamp of approval. Continue telling people to watch that.
Can do. We have commented. We watched the whole thing for the algorithm gods. So they may be
For the
pleased.
algorithm gods. Only thing we could have done better is waited for it to show up naturally in our recommendations and then click it, and then it would have been would have helped the recommendation. But that's a long waiting game.
Wait,
I still have Premiere open. No wonder my computer's unhappy.
Hawk and Whack, are we talking about the same thing? Are we talking about the same thing here? You've seen Pint's stuff, right? With the animation, the bounciness, and all that. It was insane. They're insane.
Yeah, that's
Go check out Pint proper. Like that, they put so much After Effects into their work.
You're either trolling.
Gotta be trolling.
You're either trolling or I disagree strongly.
I do understand quite a few people want to hear a story without the memes, but I do get, like, you know, when you're trying to watch like a rundown of something and they're throwing in a bunch of clips and GIFs for that purpose. But no, I love their storytelling. They do a really good. I watched them back in the Warcraft days a little bit. They did an awesome telling of their rag kill, like under the time limit to get a certain item. And then the weirdest Chromie video I've ever seen. Really weird in-game Chromie dancing about. But let us proceed towards the awkward family photos, shall we?
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Let's watch something that I'm probably gonna not like.
With our corded drills. Let's go.
My assumption is I will not like this.
Look at this Oblivion level shit. Like it. This is why I was saying Vaseline. People are like, Vaseline, you're being weird. No, like look at this fuzz quality that they've tried to cover their graphics with.
I mean, they're at least attempting depth of field.
You can even see it like, I mean, it probably shot with fraps.
Look at the like. I went to a county fair in '98, and they had a VR booth level of 3D on those pylons.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're using black for shadows. Ugh. The Xbox 360 just launched, and we're really excited about Bloom.
Well, this was 2000. I guess it was 10, right? 10.
2010. So yeah. So I mean, honestly, checks out.
Well,
we still would have been in the 360 era, and this is an MMO, so you got to throttle the graphics back a bit.
Let's see. Games of 2010. Super Mario Galaxy 2. Mass Effect did the Vaseline thing as well, so they were kind of. It was different. They were like doing that fuzz filter, the movie grain and stuff.
I think what you're talking about is Bloom, where the reflection, like the highlights there's a little bit of a flare there.
Yeah, the Barbara Walters look. For those who might remember, that's probably too old.
That I don't know what you mean by when you say Barbara Walters. I know who she is, but
World of Warcraft Cataclysm would have come out. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Xenoblade Chronicles, Halo Reach, StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty.
Halo Reach was the last game I went to a midnight release for.
StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty I thought looked really good. Like the in-game stuff. They did some animation cycling.
This is so much louder than the Pint video. Hold on, I'm turning it down. I can't hear you. Well, they're trying to make the leather shiny there. That's pretty decent. Some of the stuff doesn't look so bad. That opening shot was rough.
Yeah, it was rough.
Hey, that looks fine. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine.
And they're going, less action, more immersion at the moment. Living, breathing world.
Hear. Feel. Think.
The voice acting sounds a little bit like an announcement at Walmart.
Look, Father! Fireworks!
That is very much late aughts hair tech.
Hold it together.
They were real happy about their camera movements.
Well, that is something they had over WoW.
They're even doing a bit of a handheld effect here. There's a vertical wobble. It looks pretty convincing.
Oh, there he is. There's the
look at
man.
Tancred being a ladies' man.
Yeah. We'll put Fun Thancred in the game that nobody can play anymore. If you missed it, you have to deal with Sad Thancred.
Yeah, this looks pretty good. I was expecting it to look a lot worse.
Come and get your flowers! Flowers for all! Enjoy the festivities!
What kept
Did they
you?
put your player characters in the 1.0 stuff? Is that who the cat lady is?
Yeah, I assume we're falling around in the starting gear here. A player character.
The parade is about to begin. Make ready. Now.
Oh, that's
You got it,
Minfilia's
boss.
mom.
Leave it to
Yeah.
me. I won't let nothing go wrong.
Take it. as
Hardly
a
recognize you without your glasses.
Oh,
Let us go.
Really, you probably didn't recognize me because of my red arm energy.
For me? Really? Thank you! Pretty, aren't
Oh
they?
boy, that little kid voice.
Yeah, I am not a
Yes,
fan.
Sweetling, and make sure everybody gets
Yeah, man, I don't know. The animation effort is high here. This looks so much better than A Realm Reborn in terms of the animation. Like, look at that run. Damn.
That
Could be
is
some
true.
mocap.
You know, they're having at
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's definitely some mocap. That looks great. Like the textures look older, the lighting looks of its time, the hair tech very much looks of its time, but the camera work and the animation work is loads better than A Realm Reborn.
Okay.
So flowers do grow in the desert.
Damn, Thancred.
We don't really see these guys anymore.
No.
This isn't right.
Play that battle music.
Dude, I'm impressed.
Lamina, are you hurt?
Oh man, those shoes.
Theo, look out!
Run, potatoes.
Over here!
Well, Thanker tried.
That was a Kirk roll if I've ever seen one.
The frame rate ain't helping.
Yards, I hope I live to regret this.
Motion blur. We can do it. Clunk, 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 clunk. Clunks off. What? I can't go into battle with a flower.
He said it's a precaution, so maybe the flowers, you know, providing a thing. Oh. Is that? I guess
That
that's
it?
where gameplay might begin because you're hanging out with Tancred.
Oh, okay. And then this is the ending. Okay.
Dante seemed rather taken with me. Any idea why that might be?
They're a little dead in the eyes.
Ah, and now our guest requests an encore. Come on.
Let's go.
You're right, boss. What did I miss?
I love the sound of Lalafels working their ass off to move.
Dude, that looks great. What a good animation. The noodle arms are
The
killing
chunky
me. I
boy.
love them.
He probably died or something tragic like that.
I was just laughing at noodle arms, and now I'm supposed to be sad. But I'm not, because I'm just thinking about noodle arms.
Sometimes it happens. Sometimes the piano makes you laugh. You can't help it.
That's a lot better than I expected it to be.
Here's some authentic gameplay.
Oh, this is cool.
Kind of has a little wander to it.
Yeah, it's a little. You mentioned Mass Effect, and now I can't stop seeing it. This is reminds me of how they would do their cameras during talkie bits.
Yeah. And he's permanently sad forever. No fun allowed, Thancred.
Nah, he was fun until Shadowbringers.
No Thancred. Oh, well, maybe he's not so sad. I'm not sure. I'm not reading the words. But he did say "milady."
Oh no.
Yeah.
Ugh. Bust out the fedora.
Yep. No fun allowed. Have you ever seen the Gaius fight?
No.
That one's it's kind of cool, you know? And like people are saying in the chat, I think they mocapped everything.
Okay.
So it was super expensive to do anything they were doing.
I mean, it looks like it. The animations are super unique.
Got yourself some epic gear.
There's a warrior-ass looking warrior. The music.
Play it again. I mean, I guess it might have been new. This might have been the first time anyone ever heard it, so.
Yeah, man, no, these cutscenes, the camera flow and the animation or mocap, usually it's both. It's good. It's real good. Oh, we fighting a leather daddy?
No, he's floating.
Oh.
He's doing the I got you by the back thing.
What's it? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cute. I was like, what does this have to do with Gaius? He doesn't do magic possession, but he was just holding the guy. Oh, poor leather daddy.
You unwise to come here.
Oh yeah, best Darth Vader impression for sure.
Oh, Thancred's back. We're just going on a tour of all of Thancred's cutscenes. Hey. That was a weird cut.
It was. It looked like his gun disappeared.
He had the gun up, and then they cut to him with it down. Yeah, that was a weird cut. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's fantastic. Kyle over here selling me a bag of.
Hey,
false
I'm
goods.
happy you're enjoying it.
No, these are legit. These are solid.
Hold it together.
There's parts that don't hold up. Like some of the textures are pretty rough, especially up close, like the ground and wall textures. The frame rate is nightmarish.
yeah.
But overall, these are cool as shit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. These are great. I'm going to bat for 1.0 cinematics from now on.
Go for it. Go for it as hard as you want.
You told me we were going to look at this today, and I was like, oh, man, I'm going to have to try and not shit on them. These are great.
No, I'll shit on them, man. There's nothing about this that interests me to play the game. These are horrible advertisements.
I mean, that's fair, but returning to them now, like being invested, I think they're really cool.
Sure.
I think they're really cool.
I think they're on that vein of like World of Warcraft where you watch other people do cool things too much. And I'm like, why should I? The game will play itself. Why should I play this? Granted, this is a different thing because this is like a climax, I think, where Gaius is revealed, and who knows how deep that was in.
I don't. We're not on the same page. No.
That's okay.
Because this is like, that's how we're seeing them. But if you were playing through, this would have been in line with the narrative you were going through. So would have made sense. But I also don't agree with you on the World of Warcraft thing. I'm like, whatever. It's just how they tell their story.
Yeah.
Thrall gonna thrall.
No, we're allowed to.
Here, Gaius is gonna Gaius.
We're allowed to disagree.
We have that now in Realm Reborn and Forward. There's plenty of times where we get to watch especially recently in Shadowbringers. My God, we just watched Thancred be a badass, Oriange be a badass, Y'shtola be a badass, Sheet Renji do the Sparta kick. Like, there's plenty of times where we're not the focus.
Yeah, no, and I think people are taking your side. I agree. I agree that you are technically correct.
Like coming down on you, it's like me just like kind of realizing that I kind of still get hyped in current Final Fantasy when we get to watch our character, our buddies be awesome. That's like that where Thancred does the flip there, and he fans the knives out before he chucks them. I've seen few things in current Final Fantasy as cool as that. Like that was just a nice touch. A lot of detail in that.
And we're not talking about like when we got to in game there. Like that's a interface that personally doesn't interest me. I mean, this kind of world doesn't capture me. I think
it's interesting because I think I would like a return to that camera style when you're doing the talkies. I think it'd be nice if they kind of move the camera around because you think about it now and especially because we're streaming it. And this is again not me refuting. I'm actually curious what you think about this. Like when we're doing the talkie bits and we're just reading them on stream, and I'm specifically talking about the ones where you're just standing and they just throw up a text box. Like I think it'd be cool if they instead did what was shown here and the camera kind of moves around a little bit and changes angles. I guess it might be difficult to differentiate it from the kind of middle step cutscenes where there's camera movement but no voice acting. But I think it'd be cool.
I really haven't had to explain myself in this regard, so I'm thinking about my words here. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of like shake cam in God of War 2018. I know it's a modern look and I've always disliked it in television or anything because I don't feel like I'm walking among the scene. I want something more crafted, something more static, full of information. And doing it in animation is even more stilted. But I also do suffer from motion sickness, which could, cause some thoughts there. Born Identity, of course, being like a huge offender of just not showing me anything I'm looking at. This is not doing that.
Born Identity is also like a sin against editing.
Yes, well,
it is a horribly edited film.
It's cheating.
Yeah, because like it's one step away from what is it, Taken 2, where there's that shot of Liam Neeson jumping a fence and there's 14 different shots for a 2 movement action.
Oh, I mean, Jurassic Park Dominion. Like, how did she get inside after running through the clothes? Like, there's just so many cuts that you just go, where? How is the laser going through the walls? Is there mirrors?
I am more anti-quick cut than anti-shaky cam. I think there's a time and place for shaky cam, and I rather like it in God of War. And to me, it immerses me more. And it's part of the craft of God of War, because there's also that game has its own. If you like it, you probably wouldn't call it a gimmick, but for lack of a better word, I'd call it a gimmick where there's just no cuts, where you never leave. You're never not focused on Kratos in the 2018 game. But I like the shaky cam there. I think it really helps sell what that game is doing.
Yeah.
But
clearly I oversold to you some of the oldness of the look.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell it's old.
Yeah.
Like 100%. But this is one of those things too where it's like, I mean, I don't know. I still visit. I love movies from the 80s. And it's like, once I'm in it, you kind of stop noticing. Like, you just kind of, it's like you get in cold water and, after a few minutes, you're just accustomed to it, kind of a thing. It just becomes the way it looks, which is probably is how I feel about World of Warcraft. I know we talk about, like, a lot of people that watch our stream don't like the look of WoW, but I love it. But I get where you're coming from.
How did you do this?
If you don't like how it looks, but I kind of dig it.
Yeah, and it's not something I've had to describe, so I'm kind of like going through. There's an essence of it that, like, the world they're showing in like these opening cutscenes, they don't interest me as much as getting to the game did. Like being on the little cart and talking to the old man, I felt more agency in the world I was entering. Whereas like a big opening cutscene like this is a bit weird because you end up in that like graphics version of the game and then gameplay version of the game. And when the two don't agree, there's a disconnect that happens.
Yeah.
So hitting that gameplay with Thancred there, you're like, whoa, serious like whiplash there. But there's also
it's not the best like you might call it a tilt shit. It's not the best fuzzy background here, but I like that they're at least attempting.
I think that's why I'm so hard on the Vaseline, because you look at like redone Beauty and the Beast, top offender. I don't think you should blur out cartoons. I think I'm kind of old like that. I don't like when you do focus in cartoons much. I think if you animated everything, let me see everything, because my eyes are looking around. You don't need, in a video game space, maybe in a fake space that's not real life, I don't need you to direct my eye. Just have everything HD so I can make out everything. But again, this is me processing my thoughts here.
I kind of like it, especially when they did it old school with the multiplates. But
multiplates?
I think some of the old Disney, I guess they did it less for focus and more for parallax. But have you ever seen they had actual glass plates?
Yeah,
where they would
tower
have
that was like
the paintings.
Yeah, that was
and
nuts.
Like you'd have a foreground, middle ground, background element.
Yeah.
I love that shit in old animations. They didn't usually use that for focus though. It was more for parallax and zoom effects. I digress. I don't mind it. I love focus. I love playing with depth of field. I like what they're doing here. It's not the best. It is rather rudimentary because they're faking it, but I think it draws the eye way better, because especially the texture work in Final Fantasy XIV, you can really see the repeating nature of it, and so blurring it helps that a lot, in my opinion.
They're doing it here better than like Dragon Age ever did it, because Dragon Age was that filter that would clip in the hair, and you could. Well, yeah, it happened a little. It's happened a little bit. Like when
yes, because they're faking it. It's the same thing if you do portrait mode on your iPhone and it screws up an ear, or if you have long hair, it's the same thing, because it's an algorithm trying to find edges, but it's not always perfect.
Yeah.
But these are Gabgano in chat absolutely nails it. The cutscenes are way more dynamic. Obviously, this is gonna take a like. Oh, that was a focus rack there, and you change what I'm looking at to that log, which makes me think someone's chasing her, but actually maybe that was a completely pointless focus rack there.
No, there's a little like growl. Maybe even it lagged out and we didn't get to see the paw enter. But there's definitely a creature. Did you just fall from the sky? In a fireball?
The leaves there being blurred in the foreground really sold. I love it. No, it's great.
Okay.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Play with focus as much as you can. Especially as games progress and you can do it correctly. Like it's a fully virtual space, you should be able to do whatever you want. So do whatever you want. But here, because of its, they're faking it again, it kind of it looks like machinima.
That's an interesting thought. Oh, gosh.
Take a look around. It's obvious, isn't it? The quiet, the calm, the beautiful flowers. There's only one place it could be.
So is this actual Ida and not fake Ida?
Oh, Rogue, take you and your great beyond.
That's a good question. I have no idea.
No? This is still fake Ida? Okay. Ida was already... okay, that wasn't a 1.0 to 2.0 thing. Okay.
Look, here's a psychopath come to guide us along. Nana, is that you?
Yep, there it is, right there. There's the Mass Effect. The clipping doesn't hold up between the hairs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can see where the tree gets really sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a filter. They're doing their best. Yeah.
And what would that make them? Your dearly departed childhood pets come to play fetch.
Always the same.
It's the kind of thing though where you just let it play at speed and you don't freeze frame it. It looks mostly fun. They're doing a good job drawing the eye. Like, look at that. Oh, yeah. Now I'm looking at Ida. I'm not looking at Papalimo, even though he's still on screen. Yeah. No, it's great. I'm into this.
Hit them harder!
Something's wrong. The air here feels so heavy.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, good monster reveal.
Oh, the tree monster has never looked cooler. And the tree monster already looks pretty cool. It's one of my more favorite monster models.
Oh, it eats.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It just eats them.
Perhaps we should...
This shit's cool as shit. Oh, that's great. Good comedic timing. Dude. Wait, it slides and it shifts its weight.
Oh, come on!
Well, now we gotta watch Limsa to see if everything gets chased.
What?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Time magic.
Oh, here come the Moogles. Kupo?
Like that sounds like bad kazoo.
Look at the way the leaves shift as it walks. Like in big chunks. Really selling how they're attached to the branch.
Relinquish thy wrath, and betake thee once more to thy vigil. The wood's fury
Oh,
is
it's
quelled.
Kid That Bores Me.
All is safe.
Nope. Nope.
How are you calling puny, you pot-bellied runt?
Boy, I'm not in that, boys.
It's not off those versed in Moogle speak fall from the sky. The elementals foretold your coming, and that the fate of this forest would rest with you. Come, we shall see you safely to Gridania.
Nope.
I knew today wouldn't be all bad.
Aye, we only nearly died, Bryce.
Well, the cinematic goes places. Okay.
Ah!
That's rough. Oh, that's rough. Oh, I do like that the colors are a little more saturated, but oh boy. That looks like if Mist tried to make a Wookiee house.
You mean like the Wookiees in Jedi Outcast, Jedi Survivor, whatever it was?
Were there? I don't think I played that one. I don't remember Wookiees being in any of those games.
The one you keep telling me to beat. Jedi something or other.
Oh, Fallen Order.
Yeah, Fallen Order. Hideous Wookiees.
They're a little rough, yeah. Yeah. The buildings are fine. The environment looks good in that game.
Yeah.
They are a little rough. We got some super chats to catch up on.
Yeah, let's do that too.
And you keep, I'm trying to keep up here. Nakuru, thanks to the super chat earlier that said, I've been waiting for the Pint Shadowbringers trailer. Well, I hope we did justice. It was great. Sideswiper said, in case you're wondering, the man in the glasses was back when we were watching the first 1.0 with the Google attack. Is Flamine's husband. Yeah, we knew that. Saying he and his close friends decided to stage the Google rampage, but things went horribly wrong, as you can see. Wait, so he was involved in it?
Oh, so the flowers were like sort of protection, and they were gonna do a thing to like be heroes or make money or something along those lines.
Like, flowers were not even in my mind. Is
that why they sneeze? Are they allergic to the flowers?
Was he in on it?
I don't know.
Thancred was not involved in the plot. So why is Thancred so mad about it? Or like, so why has he got guilt about it if it wasn't even his friggin' fault?
I mean, it could just be that like I have the power now, but I didn't back then, and I regret not being enough previously. Like that spurred him to become more powerful, and then he got that power he was searching for that could have saved these people. And now he's feeling bad about it.
The more I understand, the less I understand why he still feels guilty. But, yeah, interesting. Darkman said 1.0 looked really good, everything mocap, etc. That was the problem. They put way too much into making it look good and not nearly enough into performance. They needed more compromise. I could see that. These are not low-effort cutscenes by any means.
And it was PlayStation, right? With I assume a co-release on PC.
PS3 at the time.
Yeah, how much was? Because like the upgrade from Cataclysm to Wrath, like I wasn't buying a new computer for that. I could do that no problem.
Yeah.
Too strong for console?
PC only at the time.
Oh,
PS3 never
wow.
launched in 1.0. Oh, okay.
That's a big ask. But it was planned.
And it looks like it could run it on a PS3, in my opinion. But
yeah,
okay.
well, I mean, if it's unoptimized, right? That seems to be a lot of the problem. It's just an optimization.
Well, I mean, if they were having issues with PCs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. It was announced for PS3, but they goofed. Gotcha. Cilantro Gaming, thank you for the super chat. The Horn and the Semi-Asian that are involved in the summoning of Alexander are seen in the Ulda intro cinematic. Huh.
Semi-Asian? You mean, wait. Alexander Semi-Asian? I don't remember any Asians in the Alexander.
I don't either.
Something about time
I don't
travel?
really remember much about Alexander's story, though.
No,
it wasn't my favorite.
It was definitely in its own pocket.
Yeah.
And we haven't had to revisit it for any purpose.
So far, the only raid whose story I liked is Sky Pirates.
Well, Sky Pirates was the Alliance raid, right? Alexander was 8-man, yes?
Oh, you're right.
But it was still very wingy in its design, like
I keep
Coeurl's
forgetting
was.
to differentiate between those. In my head, I'm like, raids are raids. But you have your 24-mans and your 8-mans. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Coeurl's is good. Coeurl's story is very good, actually. We didn't stream that one like the rest, though.
No, and we made a video about it feels required, certainly, to get in on Alizé and Alphino at that stage of the game.
Yeah. I liked Omega enough. It felt drawn out. Like I kind of got the point right away, but I get it. You're also crafting a story alongside expected release dates.
We also didn't know the references in Omega, so a lot of it was lost in that regard.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, I enjoyed Omega. Sky Pirates is the only one where I feel like the story had something to say every single wing. Like it had some serious meat in the narrative the entire way through.
Yeah.
Which I really enjoyed about it. Plus the characters were just fun.
Yeah, they were fun.
Really liked the characters.
There was a nice evolution.
We did Cilantro. A Shakal Draconis, thank you for the super chat. 1.0 did a much better job selling the green wrath. Why you don't anger the elements. But the tree just eating the, were those curls? I think those were curls.
No, those are the wolf things. I think they're called dire wolves, but they're also called other things. Curls are the cats.
Oh, so they were the wolves. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what they're actually called if they have like a Final Fantasy name, but I think they're just wolves. Yeah, no, the tree was great. He's a cutie. He was a great enemy.
Yeah. Luke Murray super chat. Excuse me. Oh God, what just happened? Nope.
I get
Something
it.
Jumped ahead.
If you haven't watched The Waning of the Sixth Sun, you need to. Such important backstory for us non 1.0 players. Waning of the Sun. I don't think we have that one on the list.
No, this is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah. Yeah, we've done No Clip. We have lots of Fallen Rises on this list, but I don't think we've done Waning.
Yeah. Djomi before that also said if you want to sour yourself on 1.0 real fast, there are some dungeon trial gameplay videos on YouTube that are truly a sight to behold.
I'm sure.
I bet they are. Sideswiper said 1.0 cutscenes were a massive problem since most systems couldn't handle them. Limsa's opening caused numerous crashes. They animated individually the scales on a monster in it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if it has the player character, these would have had to have been running in real time.
Right.
It wouldn't have been pre-rendered because you have to put the, which honestly, it makes it even more impressive that they're doing depth of field. Yeah, no wonder that shit was running at, what is it, 15 frames a second I saw people saying? Yeah, and they still couldn't get it to run nice. Jeez. They were pushing it. They were so preoccupied with whether they could, they didn't stop to think of whether they should.
I mean, was it...
Jack Wolf, sorry, go ahead.
No, was it immersive at least? Like, did the people who played it enjoy it? Because if you had the machine to run it, it's a bad business decision to cut off so much of an audience. But if the people who played it and could run it enjoyed it, then I guess it's, audience was built.
Yeah. Yeah. If you like PowerPoint. Is one of the answers in here. Oh, man. That's nutty. That is nutty. Jack Wolf said, the flower girl in the Thanaland cutscenes was Menphilia, and the man who dove in to save her was her dad who died in that scene. Oh, I didn't pick up on that.
And push her. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I get myself in nothing but trouble when I talk about Thancred and Menphilia, but that doesn't seem really his fault. Like he's able to feel however he wants about this.
Yeah, none of this is his fault. Like,
but he's feeling too hard.
The more I learn and understand about what he's guilty about, I'm like, bro, why are you guilty? Like
maybe in the fight gameplay moment here, he was like, now hit it in the balls, player, so it runs away a lot. And he's like, oh, like he's right here.
Make it real angry.
Yeah. But he's just having like a flirtatious time outside. I don't even know if the Scions exist at this point, if he's even part of a team. Because he's what, like 50 or something? That's Menphilia with the flowers? Okay. Not dressed like a miner. Weird.
Boy, yeah, her outfit is bad.
Well, I think this is kind of an Ul'dah kind of look. And then Dad goes, no!
Yeah.
And then by the time we come back, story's over. Thancred's standing here. Yeah.
This has not helped me connect with Thancred anymore.
No. If anything, he's just throwing emotions randomly.
If anything, this is moving me more firmly into the stop being a bitch camp.
And everything changed that day. Well, maybe his life was super happy-go-lucky to this point. But he's got white hair, which means tragedy befalls him in anime world.
What really worked for me, the most Thancred has worked for me in Shadowbringers was last stream when he was picking up on the drunkard sitting in the graveyard.
Yeah.
He really understood where that character was coming from. And that was the most where I was like, okay. We're seeing the layers here. Like, it seemed almost a little self-aware. Like he kind of knows he's being too hard on himself, but almost like, I don't know. Like he's too damn invested in his sorrow to move on. But that's the most I've liked him in Shadowbringers so far.
Ah, such an endearing face for everyone's favorite character. I feel like I'm there, feeling Minfilia's emotions, locked into her expression.
Yeah, look at those individual chiclet teeth.
Yep. So that's a fine argument that's being made that if Thancred was like adventurer hired as a guard here and used his time instead to walk down the street, dual wielding ladies, then okay, like he could have some guilt in this situation, but he puts up a fight, right? Oh, does he run away here? No. He does run away.
He strafes.
Yeah, it's got
that's
a whole
strafe.
Yeah, that's not like terror. It's throwing a whole card at him, a whole parade card, and now he's got the aggro.
Then he comes back and he does a Dark Souls roll.
Yeah, the roll is cheesy, but that's that doesn't matter.
He did his best. No, it's really just I failed to save this person, which is like, get over it. It was on them at a certain point. Like here, Flamine is re-engaging even. And what was not Flamine, or whatever the dad's name is. Daddy dude is re-engaging, and if you're gonna friggin' like, what did you expect him to do? Not like sacrifice himself for his daughter? Like, stuff happens.
Yeah,
stuff happens. I've analyzed this enough.
Okay,
I have nothing more to say. I will not be convinced. I will not be convinced that I should agree with Thancred's take.
Sure. And people have made some good points that, these aren't trailers. This isn't to seduce you, Kyle, to play the game. You've already bought it. You're already in. You're already subscribed. But I guess what I'm also kind of saying is like the Ida storyline happening in the background of a less action-oriented Final Fantasy 2.0 did way more for me than any of this did. And that's personal prep, but like Ada, who's the girl that died or didn't die, but her boyfriend died? Edna?
No, it's Ida.
Is it Ida? Okay, Ida. Yeah, Ida.
Or
yeah.
Edda?
No, I had it right. I was talking about the right person.
Softy?
The EDDA. Yes, we're talking about Ida.
Yes, but I'm asking, is it a hardy or a softy?
Oh. A softy.
Is it pronounced exactly the same as Ida?
It's a softy.
Okay, so it's Edda.
Yeah. Edda's the spooky one. Exactly. Yeah, that did way more for me to get interested in the game and continue playing then.
Back to back, softy, hard. Nailed it.
Whatever. She doesn't say your name aloud or anything. I think we all read it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There's no way we can figure it out. Anyway, my point. That was my side point. And that Thancred shouldn't feel bad. All right,
Sarcardo, thank you for the generous super chat. Said the 1.0 echo scenes are strange because the 1.0 Warrior of Light was somehow able to interact with them. So it was intentionally confusing what was real and what was memory. These intro scenes are all echoes 15 years before A Realm Reborn. What? But you're interacting with it?
Not 15 years before A Realm Reborn, but your character was echoing. What was the 1.0 character echoing in those moments? Or was that real?
I think that's what Sarcardo is saying, is that it's weird and nebulous.
Oh. That's an interesting choice, kind of a memento thing, like what's real and what's not.
Echoing into an echo? Probably hand waving, going, don't think about it too much. We need to fill in the gaps a little bit. If we're echoing to an echo, deal with it.
I can totally see that being interesting, but I think you end up in a Death Stranding, just confusing, artsy place.
You're just describing anything Kojima's ever done.
Yeah. Because I think it's interesting in a movie, but I don't know if interactivity is ready for that. I don't think we're there yet. Technology isn't there yet.
Kit London, thank you for gifting memberships.
Okay, thank you.
Saw them all get dished out. Make sure you send a thanks Kit London's way. Sideswiper said, Scions know the Scions are made up of the merger of two organizations, the Circle of Knowing, which Thancred was a part of, and the Path of the 12, which Minfilia led. They merged after the Calamity. I don't know what this is a reference to.
I was asking if the Scions existed or if Thancred was part of like a Save the World crew while he was on duty there.
Gotcha.
Because again, if he's just like casual adventurer hired on for extra muscle, that should decrease the amount of feel bad he has.
Well, yeah. But then there was a hostile takeover when Scion Musk decided to buy up the majority of shares and merge the two. Things really went downhill after that.
That was the Syndicate. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's Ulda, man. Yeah. Ulda is Twitter. That's all you're saying. Ulda is Twitter.
The potatoes, they run the potatoes eventually ran a poll to see if they should stay in power.
I didn't click the poll to see I don't know. Whatever.
Jonathan Harrison, thank you for the super chat. This does make the moment where Thancred drew aggro on the Cyclops during the Grand Melee more sweet. He kind of redeemed himself in some small way. Oh, that's a nice touch. Legit. That's a nice touch.
Yeah. Where Thancred can't get a break. All his character-driven moments are in the worst cutscenes. That's tough. That's rough, buddy. Like I was supposed to be paying attention towards the end of the Grand Melee. That was a bit disappointing for sure. It was built up.
Lim says only feet. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all do? We need to put our own mod in Thirsty Jail?
Oh well, yeah, we're doing social media platforms. So if Ulda is Twitter, then Lim's I didn't know only feet was a thing.
Oh, that's super accurate. That's super accurate.
Gridania's Facebook because only old people go there. It's full of old people.
and it's kind of boring.
Yeah, it's kind of boring. Mostly ads.
But it has a good bar. That doesn't equate to anything in social media. Instagram. I sometimes find cocktail specs. That's owned by Facebook. It works. No, thank you for the 5 months. Hey guys, thanks for a wonderful year of streams. It's been my last member month until I get finances sorted. Hey, no worries. I hope to join in game when I can. Of course.
Thanks for joining us.
Never need to apologize.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Nothing is expected. Appreciate the support while you can give it, if you can give it, and nothing's expected. Oh my God, Kyle, I still have the edit file up for the podcast from last Thursday. Let me close that.
Oh, wow. Do you not turn off your computer?
Never.
It deserves a rest.
Nah.
When will your Windows updates run?
Well, I mean, I run updates, but I just do a restart. Veldridge, thank you for the super chat. Just noticed the demon wall with the wreath necklace. Wonderful holiday spirit it has. Yeah, I love that the demon wall has become a fixture. Like, doesn't matter how things get redecorated. The demon wall and a bar. Like, it's like there's always a lighthouse. There's always a demon wall and a bar.
It's a good nod. I love the decorations.
Find out that Kyle didn't play that BioShock Infinite game.
What? Oh, I didn't like it.
Oh, so you did play it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna jump on it. Oh man, I have.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's not the best. It's not the worst. It ain't no BioShock.
No, it was no BioShock reveal. I did not. Yeah. Plus, it was kind of a confusing thing. That was a weird That was weird. That was a weird game. It was weird.
Oaks, thanks for the super chat. Circle of Knowing, led by Louisoix. They were trying to fight against the Garleans. Path of the 12 was led by Minfilia. They were trying to help Echo users and to learn about the Echo.
Okay.
So the merger makes all the sense in the world because that's basically what the Scions are doing, is both of those things. Come, Realm Reborn.
Yeah.
To
he up
Put
there
it
by
simply.
accident? How did this? Oh, there's like someone's pet is at the top of the tree. Yeah. Oh, he left now. That was kind of cool.
What do we think? Oh, yeah, they
Yeah.
jump up on things sometimes.
All right, I'm gonna let the cat out. I'll be right back.
Cool. Hit me with any quickfire questions you got at Grinding Gear. Questions that I can answer. Can't answer for Kyle. Cannot answer for Kyle. I'll wait for Kyle to be back to read these member messages. Oh, I lost Kyle. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? How was the graduation ceremony? Long! Holy shit, it was long. Over 4,000 people walked, and they read each and every one of our names. And they had multiple speeches before they got started. And a flash mob. It was very high effort. I don't do well with that kind of energy. I get real. I want to hide when stuff like that happens. It was very well done, though. It was very well done. Have you ever tried a ponytail? Yeah. Well, not like a full-on like braid that shit, but no. I make good friends. I've got a hair tie right here. Now I pull this back when I do yard work. Yeah. So, like you do. What's the... Where'd we go? Do the dogs get Christmas gifts? Absolutely. Absolutely. I just wrapped one yesterday. Gran Turismo or Forza? Ooh, I'm going to go with... I like them both. I like Gran Turismo is my favorite for online competitive racing. I just love their lobby and rating system. It's fantastic. But I'd rather just go vibe with Forza. I love playing Horizon by myself.
I'm back.
Real good time. Hey, welcome back.
Thank you.
Doing some quick fire Q&A.
Sure.
While you were gone. Have I ever wanted to get into home brewing? No interest. Way too much effort. I'd rather just go buy something to drink. But my buddy's into it, and I keep meaning to go over to his house and try his beer. I don't mind drinking at other people's. I just don't want to do it myself. Let's see. Favorite bit of combat content in Shadowbringers. We'll probably get to that in a video at some time. Personal favorite New Year's tradition? I don't really have any. Getting a bottle of bubbly.
Trying to stay awake.
I have no issue staying awake. Midnight is usually when I go lay down. So, I'm a sap. I love I gotta get a kiss at midnight. That's what I gotta do.
We set an alarm now. We're parents. Alarm goes off.
You're a delightful dad.
Roll over. Like, hey, Happy New Year. Back to sleep.
Did you get to take a peek at the Christmas postcard screenshots in Discord? No. Can you pull those up, Kyle?
Maybe. Let me hide your camera.
Okay. What's the closest you ever cut it with Christmas presents? Last year, Katie's didn't show up until February. But that was,
yeah,
supply chain issues.
Yeah, that was rough. Yeah, my gift to Kristen got stuck in one of those cargo out in California.
Yep.
What channel is it in? The card I'm supposed to be looking for?
Let's see. It does not say. We'll see if chat responds.
It was probably the Christmas card that was posted earlier, the Santa Claus. And people were talking about how they've had their Santas out and they hit a chair, like clipped it into his chair so you could be on Santa's
screenshots.
Screenshots.
It's in the screenshot.
Oh, I see it. Here we go. This is probably it. There we go. I found it under share.
Oh my god, that's fantastic. We should use that in the video this week.
What, the Santa?
It looks great. I'm gonna throw this on my desktop.
Oh, someone made it of our picture. Yeah, I only saw the Santa one. Oh, that's great. I like the grain you gave it, the texture, the printed texture.
Via paper weave.
Yeah. American Psycho style.
American Psycho style. Oh, when they're talking about like the eggshell.
Yeah, let's see
business
Paul
card
Allen's
stock.
card.
It took me a second to remember what the hell you're talking about. Oh my god.
I like how my face is just down there. You're fronting declared. I'm like way in there. I'm way back
My favorite
in
thing
there.
is I can still only see your YouTube, so I see your camera moving around, and it looks like you're talking about Makote ear right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pimpy Shortstocking, thanks for the 7 months, said, "Grats on the graduation/child and the successful year of being a part of the 14 community. May you both continue to be as wonderful as you have been."
Oh, thank you.
Less than 3. Oh, less than 3, Pimpy. I almost got less than 3 engraved on my ring. But
you could?
they only had serif fonts. No, it looks stupid if you use a serif font.
Okay.
Yeah. So mine's, I think I've said this before. Mine's both our rings on the inside. It's engraved. It says "Soulbound."
Cute.
That's what our rings say. Udner, thanks for the 6 months. Welcome to the Purple Party. Said, "Y'all have been a highlight of my year. Thanks so much for letting us celebrate your journey through this wonderful game. Thanks for coming along for the ride.
Yeah.
Appreciate it." Joshua Stengel, thanks for the 7 months. Garrett, did you share the eggnog recipe you use? I think I did in Discord a while back, but I can find it for you real fast. Morgenthaler eggnog. Good old Jeffrey Morgenthaler. Famous bartender and bar owner. Wonderful dude. There's a link in chat. And Lord Abyss, that is my holiday cocktail suggestion. I'm a bit boring when it comes to holiday cocktails. I do not like warm cocktails. So that right there is about 98% of all holiday drinks are warm, and I don't like them. So, yeah. The only warm drink I like is Irish coffee. So there you go. Have you done your adventurer plates? I haven't touched mine since the day they came out.
Yeah, it's been a bit. Wasn't there an update that was gonna wipe them, but then maybe didn't happen?
Oh, because everyone was too being too horny. Warm mulled wine, yeah, no thanks. No, that stuff grosses me out. Can't do it. It just really does not agree with my palate.
I have no idea. I know nothing of this zone.
Look up warm. You might like it because you can't do carbonated stuff. So you enjoy some what I would find to be bizarre beverages. So you might be right up your alley, man.
Well, let's do the Limsa opening since we've done them all. And
yeah,
then
let's look at it.
We'll do a little Starlight before our next viewing.
Nice. This one's quiet. Let me turn it up.
Yeah, but it's got a little, little boat sounds.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. You can tell they were stoked on the tech.
Yeah. It's good tech. Like, people are
There's
moving.
a lot of love in this.
Yeah.
Boy. Attention, Kmart shoppers. Hear, feel, think. A man with Kyle Ferguson's facial hair.
They did the right thing getting a radio play company to do the voiceovers, come heaven's word. That's a nice boat.
It is. All right, skip. Skip.
No, the gameplay. Ooh. Look, activation noise. Let's hear it. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's some Final Fantasy X shit right there. I'm selecting talents via spheres.
Loading.
Keep skipping. There we go. We got some creeks. Oh, look at that mist. All right, if this is as unoptimized as everyone is saying it was, this would have just set computers on fire in 2010. It's a shame because this is cool.
Get your Dillard's photo. Perfect.
They should put all these back in game, pre-rendered, and just use Artbert as the player stand-in.
Like you can watch them in your book.
Yeah.
All hands to foredeck!
'Cause these are cool. I'd love to see them at a reasonable frame rate.
She won't hold much longer!
A brave one.
Why does that guy have a knife out?
I don't know. Oh, okay.
That's why.
Yeah.
We got fog and we've got too many enemies on screen. Oh, let's. Oh, hey, Kyle, how's the shaky cam looking
Oh,
for
it's
you?
great. I can tell exactly what's going on. I love it.
Stow the damn goblins!
This is my favorite one so far, though, of all these.
The music is really cool. I bet we'll get a takedown notice because of it.
Oh. You're right. You're right.
Is it Merweb? Please tell me it's Merweb.
Nah.
God damn it.
So he did do a double kill there, which was nice.
Even in
Silent.
1.0, they didn't like Merweb.
Make yourself useful, Scrag.
That was cool.
Oh, some combat.
Yep.
Do your heavy strike.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Mm.
Oh.
Look at that.
The humanity.
Look at that lock on too.
Oh, look at just the feathered edge on the mini map. Ugh.
Oh yeah. Oh, you like that? That's good.
Look at the slanted oval buttons, 1 through 0. Like you're playing like some Neopets ass shit.
Ah. Ooh yeah. See, this is where we're making fun of childhood photos. Like, it's grown up a lot. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah. Oh my god, the game is so much better now. Is there anything at the end of this?
Yeah. Here's a little bit more.
Just chugging. Just chugging.
Now they're coming back!
Sick UI, my dude.
Oh, she just can't stop herself.
Oh, she still did it back then.
Well, at least we know. Signature move
That one's
here.
gonna break through and hurt her, and then Yashoa's gonna be out for the whole game.
Never seen anything like it.
Oh, and we're doing water physics.
Yeah, we got
The
some
poor
water.
computers.
I know.
Your 750 can't handle this.
Brace yourself!
Oh, is it Leviathan?
Yeah, Leviathan.
Leviathan. Oh, they're doing the slow motor. Oh, they're doing Matrix Revelations.
I mean, that was. Oh no, this isn't Leviathan. Some other thing. We actually never seen that guy. That I'm
Oh, it
aware
is
of.
different. Oh wait, is it? No, that looks like Leviathan.
Nah, it had like a squat face. It didn't have the dragon face. At least I thought when it was flying overhead.
Shake the cam, particles, fog, depth of field.
Oh, that is it. Bloom? Is that the word I can use to complain formally about it?
Yes,
I
bloom.
hate it.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah!
Oh God, yeah. Too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
It's a bit rough.
Yeah. Seeing the characters, your character do the mocap. I'd love to see more of that. Like the few times it's happened around us has been really fun.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah, that stuff is really neat.
like the burn when we were running nice there.
All right. Well, before we get to gameplay, I'll be right back. I've
Okay.
got a wicked hangnail that is catching every time I press a computer key. So I'm gonna go take care of that. I'll
All
be
right,
right back.
see you in a moment. I'm investing. I gotta see. I gotta see now. Because that did not look like a Leviathan face, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. 2000s love their bloom. It's true. Do we even have a way to, like, enhance? Yeah, no, look at that. That's not Leviathan. Or it's not the Leviathan, then. It could be a, you know, primal interpretation of Leviathan. But that thing has, like, more of a fish face to it. Less of a dragon face. Well, yeah. That's not Leviathan. They can name it whatever they want. Yeah, no, yeah. Okay, they changed it. That's okay. 1.0 of Leviathan, sure. But that's not my Batman. That's not my Batman. No matter what you say, it's Levy. Listen, if they change his face out, how am I supposed to know? You know, I'm just a casual player after all. Lens flare, more. Crank the lens flare. Nobody got tempered? Well, that is a move. That is a move. We do know that much. You got to actually, like, activate on your cooldowns. You have to move, you know, you have to activate tempered. You don't just show up and then you start blasting tempereds everywhere. He doesn't know about Primal's other form. Well, it's interpretation, right? It's based on how's that gameplay looking for you? And this is where I get a little self-conscious, man. Like, there's things like TP and stuff like that I don't know if Final Fantasy really would have captured me until at the very least Stormblood's updates. Going through the childhood album here and being like, damn, we were all ugly, weren't we?
What are you talking about?
Just the combat, the look of it.
Oh, gotcha. It's rough. I would not play this game based on the gameplay.
No, but you know, that's updates, right?
Yep. Well, cool. We gonna go Christmas?
Yeah, let's go Christmasing. Where do we begin our Christmas adventure? And then we'll watch some more later.
Oh.
I believe it probably in Gridania, because that seems like where every holiday event begins, but I can... It's called Starlight Celebration.
Did you get Pimpy?
Pimpy? No, I don't think I have Pimpy.
Pimpy super chatted. My computer was so bad at the time. All my characters looked like walking, blurred out Sims using the restroom energy because of how low my graphics were set to just play the game.
Oh my goodness. Ooh,
oh boy.
Sid. That looks awesome. Thank you for the outfits in.
Gridania.
Okay, Gridania. In the amphitheater. Cool. Yep. Usual holiday.
More events
action.
in Limsa, please.
Yeah,
I have a request.
Limsa doesn't get a lot of events. Well, I guess I did things optionally there. I did the, like, Valentine's Day thing there, I think.
Oh, thank you, Sin.
Where am I? The Black Shroud.
Ooh. That is wild looking. Oh, we're not in a party.
And I mean, I played games before I could play them, like Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, or Black and White. Like, there were games that I would load up, walk away for 30 minutes while it loaded, and then attempt my best to play through. Black and White was pretty good at that because you actually loaded into the whole level and then you could play for an extended period of time. But yeah, you know, if you're into it, I totally get putting in the effort and trying to have at it.
I beat Dark Forces without a sound card. That was my first jank play of a game.
I was just brought coffee.
Ooh. I would
the
like
outside
some.
world. Yeah, you ain't got the Dutch Bros in
Dutch Bros?
in Florida. Yeah, it's a coffee stop. They don't mess around. Like, there's no food. It's only coffee, and it's like one of those little kiosks.
One of my classmates that I met for the first time at graduation bought everybody a gift, which was 2 pounds of coffee beans from some coffee roaster she used to work for.
Nice.
Yeah, and it smells amazing. I haven't made any yet.
Looks like, yep, we are here at Granary.
Granny.
Granny.
I'm Tuna. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Granny.
Granny is looking for an adventure filled with Starlight cheer. This quest is available for limited time only.
Starlight cheer. Let us all enjoy some questing.
Happy Starlight. You are an adventurer, are you not? I am Garanji, Starlight celebrant. Tis a pleasure to meet you. And may I say you've come at a most opportune moment. You see, we are planning some truly extraordinary festivities this year, but are presently short-handed. I'm going to stop talking to you while this bun boy and reindeer comes in.
It's no good, celebrant. We will require the aid of an adventurer after all. Oh, dare I say he is the adventurer, and you have already made the arrangements?
Allow me to introduce Associate Professor Lawrenson of the Studium in Charlayan. His are the festivities for which I am hoping to secure your assistance.
Lawrenson, Faculty of Folklore. Delighted, I'm sure. Without further ado, then, I shall test your knowledge of the season. First question. What creature symbolizes the Starlight celebration?
I didn't come here.
Yeet. I'd say reindeer, but...
Kupo should be an option.
Yeah, Kupo should be an option. I'm going reindeer.
I went reindeer as well.
Yeah. There's no squirrel option.
Lawrenson.
An easy question, was it not? I apologize if I insulted your intelligence. Indeed, the answer is reindeer. From gifts to garb, Starlight paraphernalia is often emblazoned with or designed in the image of these noble creatures. Now for my second question. When did the Starlight celebration begin to make use of this symbolism?
When? You mean to say it was not always so?
No, indeed. Any mention of reindeer's
Christmas lore
is conspicuously absent from the tales which inspired the celebration. Thus, I did take it upon myself to delve into the truth of the matter. Oh god, it's Christmas Oriange.
Oh god, he's a Christmas truther.
Yep. The War on Christmas by the Garleans. And after many a moon scouring literature, everyone's watching Garlean news at night. Oh no, stop watching Garlean news. I discovered telling testimony in an ancient Ishgardian tome, which spoke of reindeer that amused younglings with delightful illusions. It was this spectacular act that earned reindeer their Starlight celebrity. I posit?
You're on your own. I have no idea.
And in order to prove my theory, I have journeyed to Gridania this Starlight celebration with this trusty fellow, Blitzen.
Cool.
He looks sleepy. Blitzen.
I'd like some of those Realm Reborn angles right now, or 1.0 camera angles right now. just start shaky cam.
Starlight should be mo-capped. Why is this reindeer's not looking realistic? Mo-cap the reindeer.
Where's more bloom? There's a little bloom on the snow in the back, by the way. And the stars.
Yeah.
Look at that bloom, Kyle. I just realized that's what I don't like. I don't like it here either.
You can, yeah.
Anytime they're outside Crystal Tower, when you go to the land of crystal bullshit in Realm Reborn, and everything's just glowing, and shit that's 10 miles away looks just as close as the stuff you're standing next to, because it all has that glow. It drives me bananas.
Maybe the lighting update. Maybe the problem is the bloom doesn't cast on things around it, and that's why it's such a source of like light.
Yeah, it just looks like he did the glow filter in Photoshop. Anyway, Granny continues.
Reindeer sound like deer, right? I assume they probably do that like thing.
Are you gonna make reindeer noises?
Yeah, we might need. There may be needs for reindeer noises.
I just want to make sure I was on the right page for why we were stopping dead in our tracks to wonder what a reindeer sounds like.
Yeah, no, here we'll hang on. Okay, we'll enhance this. We'll get this.
My God.
We'll get it.
Get it ready in case we need it. at any point today.
Is the reindeer possessed by
No,
Satan?
no.
We just need to like.
Here we go. We do that, and then we kind of get this over here. We just want to make it a little otherworldly, so we can go. Here we go. There we go. It's canned now.
It's canon. Perfect. Done. Please continue.
Please continue. Go fuck yourself. Just stop the stream.
Like I'm really
It's
there.
over. We peaked. This is the best this stream is gonna get. We're done. Thank you for coming today, everybody.
Ready for Starlight now, everybody.
Please continue. Yeah, okay, sure, buddy.
Yep.
Thanks, Bucko.
You're up. Go on.
So Blitzen can use reindeer magic? Of course. They're friggin' ether attuned.
Yes, they have the echo.
Deers of the rain.
Yes, Blitzen
Here we
is
have it.
a rare
the warrior
lineage.
of Snowlight.
One that weaves illusions as a defense against predators. We have been keeping him under our care in Charlene while conducting research on his abilities. 'Tis my belief that Blitzen can trace his ancestry back to the reindeer who delighted children with illusions in the Ishgardian tomb. And I intend to have him do the very same for the children of Eorzea, confirming history by recreating it, as it were. You see, no matter how much I urge him back in Charlene, Blitzen refused to produce child-pleasing illusions. But in Eorzea, where it all began, his noble ancestors, I dare to hope that we will be suitably inspired.
Why are we doing any of this?
So we can ride him? His majestic lineage?
Says, I welcome anything that will bring cheer to our sweet children. My duties bind me here, but I believe our adventurer friend will prove a most capable... Oh, God, we're going to be paired off with this nightmare bunny.
Indeed,
Oh, boy.
your cheery disposition tells me you are the perfect candidate for the task I have in store. Can I count on your cooperation? He seems like more of a
count on me to
cooperation
be yards
type.
away when Kyle finishes reading.
Splendid! I thank you, as will, posterity? I'm sure. Now then, your role is a simple yet crucial one, to round up the children who will witness Blitzen create his illusions. I shall be at Apocalypse Falls, making the necessary preparations. Good luck, and I will see you anon. See you anon. Don't post anything weird on the internet.
If there was ever a time I wished for brevity in Final Fantasy writing, this is it.
Welcome to holiday events.
Perhaps you can begin your search along the path from the markets to the Lancers Guild. I dare say a few younglings will be out gazing at the shops and decorations.
Round up the children.
I don't like how you said that.
Begin the experiment. Unleash the Blitzen! Look
Did
at
you
all.
clip that?
Look at all.
Did you clip that?
Yeah, no, I put it on my soundboard.
Oh my God.
It's now available.
Oh my God.
For all time.
Oh my God. I am.
By design?
Yeah, we're
This
good.
should be a Thursday stream.
We're good.
You should not be allowed to have to sit through what Kyle is doing while sober. This
5 o'clock
is not
somewhere.
okay.
If that is how you must cope through this stream, then very well.
I do not day drink on weekdays, sir. I draw the line, please. I have a line. I do have a line.
Good. Well, let's find the children, shall we? I found
yes.
Blitzen.
Yeah.
To
I'm
the
clicking
children.
on him. I'm clicking on that child.
Oh, are we in a group? Which children did you run to?
We're in a group. I'm
Oh,
East first.
Okay.
I don't need to read all this out loud. It's okay.
Decisions were made.
I'll be just fine.
But what about the lively lad and his deep backstory?
I mean, if you feel so inclined.
And his fine poncho. I mean, assume he's just, gonna say like, there's a magical reindeer creates illusions, amazing. I've been fitted for chores, so I'm heading that way.
The deep lore of the reindeer.
Yeah.
During that, we missed an extremely generous super
so we
chat,
did.
Jensen.
Pardon me.
Yeah, thank you. While Kyle was
got laid all
telling
on
me to continue on after making the most insane sounds I've ever heard leave his mouth, you were over here to send in a pink super chat saying, "Congratulations, Kyle, on your newborn child, and Garrett on getting your masters. Thank you for all the great adventures in Eorzea. It's been a highlight this year. Aloha from Hawaii." Aw, thanks,
Thanks for the
Jensen.
support.
Also, aloha. I've been wanting to return ever since our honeymoon, because of course we honeymooned where you live. That's what everyone does.
Is this a child? No. Are the children under the bridge? Where are the bonus children? Oh, Costa's child.
Oh, my word. Oh, my word. They have things over there.
I know. I was in the zone.
Oh, is there more than one in the circle?
Yeah. Buy Starlight cake and hurry home? Sorry. Starlight cake. The little tree ones with little stars on them.
I'm gonna talk to the lively lad.
Do they decorate Ishgard? That'd be the place to do this with all the snow.
I assume that's where it would have. I mean, I guess you would have. I don't. They were probably doing this before. I don't know. What were events like?
Or I guess maybe you'd want to
When
only
Realm
put it in the
Reborn was
major
the only
cities,
thing.
so that the maximum people can enjoy it.
Well, I mean, nowadays Heaven's Ward is part of the free trial.
It's true.
Have you heard about the award-winning?
I've heard things. I've heard whispers. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh, these little snowmen are freaking adorable. I forgive their bad bloom lighting. They're very cute.
There's going to be illusions? That sounds like fun and all, but I promised my mom I'd help her put up the decorations. Sorry. Good
Kyle,
plan.
can you rename the stream to Bloom Haters?
Bloom haters? Known bloom haters?
Known Bloom Haters, Garrett and Kyle.
Well, when we do the moon hole emoji, we'll add a bloom hate emoji. I don't know why we'll need it.
Sideswiper, thank you for the super chat. If you don't know, ask the crier for the in-universe reason for the celebration if you're curious about it. Kyle might be.
Yeah. I shall inspect the crier. Because I assume they added snow piles, and they're adding snowing, so I guess there are seasons. I don't really, I don't blame MMOs for that. I don't need my immersion with, deep weather and seasonal. I'm more than fine. And that's something that's actually been talked about a lot recently in the versus World of Warcraft kind of spheres. Man, I want World of Warcraft to adapt the just days. Sun, day, night, day, sun. Just because every time I play at midnight when everyone's in bed.
As long as we don't have real-time lighting, because I don't like it. Just have a day and a night that you have set up the lighting on and shift between them.
Yeah. And don't make me always play at night in World of Warcraft.
Let's go between the two. Let's take WoW's directed lighting and Final Fantasy's cycle and merge them.
Happy Starlight Adventurer. Many questions regarding celebration you need but ask. What is the Starlight Runner? Let's do it.
What are you doing?
Ancient Ishgard, long ago, a terrible battle claimed countless lives, leaving thousands of children orphaned.
Are we talking to the same person?
Thank you so much, Final Fantasy. Unable to bear the suffering, this is the origins of Starlight. Ishgardian knights would offer these children board and lodging in their barracks. Of course, this was expressly forbidden, but the knights devised a plan to sneak them in, disguising the children in jackets and their scaled uniforms. Owing to the generosity, the children survived the winter and lived to pay forward the kindness that they received. The former orphans would adorn themselves in scarlet uniforms, delivering gifts to children on the coldest week of the year. Thus, the Starlight celebration was born. Over the years, the celebration undergone gradual changes. The snowy-bearded captain and kind-hearted knights become known as saints, and the children believe he delivers the hopes and prayers directly from the goddess herself. Awkward. Similarly, his red-jacket knight had become the saints' little helpers. They're particularly beloved by younglings for their role in bringing gifts to every child who sent the battle primal Santa. The children believe too much. No, we'd have to temper them. They're tempered by Santa. Oh, gods. They make me into the workshop. All right, I think I need to go somewhere else. I was talking to children, and then I started thinking about the origins of Santa. What's this quest called? Reindeer Fame. I need to go speak with the dude. He's back by the waterfall. Okay, I'm on my way.
That's where I was and why I was very confused.
Yes.
When you started talking about dying children.
Yeah, well,
Merry Christmas, by the way, Kyle.
It's Final Fantasy,
You know, man, sometimes you prepare for a lot of things as a dungeon master, and sometimes the players skip right past it because they don't need to know. And that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, that goes into, the world's earned it. If World of Warcraft was like, welcome to the Dragon Isles champion, the dying children. You're like, what? What? World of Warcraft?
What? I thought we were here to have fun.
Yeah, I thought war was fun, World of Warcraft, and they're like, no,
we're having a good time.
No, we're into dying children now. Oh, but Final Fantasy goes up and down, trying to like, yeah, I know, I know. You're a sad game.
You're a sad game full of sad banquets.
Ah, you have returned. I trust a gaggle of rosy-cheeked younglings will be arriving shortly. Only this one? Sigh. This precisely the problem with today's youth. No concept of scholarship or virtues of academic inquiry. And they hate Christmas. I suppose the single ragamuffin will suffice. For the purpose of proof, the number of children isn't consequential after all. Listen. The season of lights is in full glow, and the child stands expectant before you. Hearken unto the spirits of your ancestors and bring forth your delightful illusions. Blitzen, perform the task. Blitzen.
Oh my God.
Blitzen. Perform. Blitzen. Oh. Come on now, Blitzen. Is it not the Starlight celebration? Why the heck are we playing the like, the Fishman song? Or I guess it's also the Bird People dance song. Come on, Blitzen. This is not the Starlight celebration. And this is not a child. Is this not a child? Wide-eyed and innocent?
It was at this moment Garrett realized they made a huge mistake with today's stream.
That's just a normal reindeer. Oh wait, no, this is a child. Never mind. Put it down.
That's just a normal reindeer. A baby Yeti from last year was much better. Oh well.
Oh, meta commentary, I'm sure. Damn. Wait. Don't leave, I beseech you. There are crucial discoveries to be made in the name of folklore, for which your assistance is paramount. He's got nice glasses. The saddest tale. That did not go as I hoped. What am I to do now? Forgive me, but I need a moment to collect myself. Amidst the calm of the Great Loam Growery, perhaps. I shall return once my thoughts are clear.
Oh, we got some gams.
Gams? Like, as in well-crafted legs?
Yeah.
Oh, you're ahead of me. Okay.
Are you surprised?
I was watching a reindeer walk away. I was, I was looking at something else at the time. But we must. Who's destination? We must know what happened. Oh, also my sound. Let me. There we go. Engaging destination.
I don't think you're allowed to watch Pint's I do all the sound effects video before a stream anymore.
Oh, is that put me in a mood?
Dude, it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. You are a delight. You are a delight today.
Aaron, thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated.
Yeah, if you meant to include something on that. Oh, here we go. Aaron, Merry Christmas, gentlemen. Finally able to watch you live. I totally appreciate you too as a Gator alum. Welcome to the Gator Nation, Garrett. Congrats. Going home to Gainesville for Christmas tomorrow. Shit, that's awesome. Chomp, chomp.
Yeah. Chomp, chomp.
Everybody.
And your aid.
Everybody did that when they walked on the stage.
Congrats on your drink as well, that you are now a part of. Your electrolytes fulfilled for all time.
Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about?
You can now drink it with full power. You're fully attuned.
Our soon to be retiring president of UF, did an opening speech, and at the end he said, "All right, a toast to you all," and he held up a bottle of Gatorade.
Wow.
He was hiding in the podium.
That's
it was
cute.
great.
That's cute.
It was legitimately funny. It was a good speech. He did great. Before that, we Boopy, celebrating 6 months, said Happy Holidays, finally reached Purple Gang. Here's
Nice.
an emote tip. If you use /throw while standing on snow, you throw a snowball.
Oh, really?
What? Where's Kyle?
Wait,
Where's Kyle?
yeah.
Where are you?
I'm heading towards the objective, and I will find snow along the way. So /throw did nothing when you weren't on snow.
I need to find you.
Here's some. As you round the corner, I'll be here in the snow.
It should also work on sand, in my opinion.
Is it target based? Oh, you might need to be targeting someone.
I am targeting you. It's not working.
No, my /throw does nothing.
Does nothing.
Do I need to write it?
You need to unlock it from a quest.
The quest.
You've outed us.
Yep, we haven't done the thing, whatever that thing is.
We have been outed.
Yep. But my Doman restoration's going great. Blue quest skippers, yep.
Oh, 100%. Yep, 100%. There's too many. People say do all the blue quests, and I was like, sure. And then I saw how many there were, and I was like, nope, never mind.
It was a different time, too. Different time when you're exploring the game. We spend a lot more in editing these weeks, too, than we did back when we first fired up the...
Oh, and people in chat are now informing us it's a yellow quest. So you know what?
Oh, yellow.
This is why I have trust issues.
Yeah.
This is it. This is it. When people are like, Garrett, why do you have trust issues? I'm gonna be like, the Final Fantasy XIV community.
They're the ones who did it.
They tell me 2 different ways to pronounce something in 2 chats back to back, and they tell me blue quests are yellow.
I can't believe this.
Actually, it was the other way around. They tell me yellow quests are blue.
Oh, it's you. It seems I've been here rather longer than I thought. My apologies. I've been pondering my dilemma, but I believe I identified the root of the problem. The children of Gardania are insufficient for my purposes. The original testimony was Ishgardian, after all, meaning that the Ishgardian children is what I require. I was a fool to consider proving my theory anywhere else. You're familiar with the Ishgard, are you not? Would you be willing to continue assisting me there?
Oh, thank God one of the options is throwing it in this dude's face. I don't think the children are what's insufficient.
I'm gonna ask how Blitzen feels about this. Blitzen? Why? He would agree with me, of course. Isn't that so, Blitz? Oh. Blitzen? Where'd you go? Blitzen! Blitzen! My man, it is winter time. It is.
I know exactly what that's in reference to. Oh, that's good. Chris Major, thank you for the super chat earlier. I haven't done this quest yet. I am so glad I'm seeing it for the first time with the proper reindeer noises included, as Yoshi P intended. GG.
Oh, how are your... thank you for the support. How is this person's ears so floppy?
Huh?
Blue Blood here in front of us, the Traveler, has really floppy ears. And they're... Yeah. Oh, they're those...
It's a headpiece.
The store fox things, I guess. So you can dye those. That's nice.
It's a headpiece, yeah.
I can't find Blitzen anywhere. Where could he have gone? Gah, so absorbed in my thoughts. I must have left him somewhere. The gods know he can't bear being alone. Oh, he must be so frightened right now. I must find him. I must find my dear boy. Oh, that's cute. I bet Blitzen is just kicking it with children.
Of course, there's an E on the end of soothe.
Oh, Blitzen, where could you have gone? Yep, Soothe. The theater. Everyone's just sitting around soothing the heck out of this guy.
Just pat him on the back.
What am I doing? Blitzen needs me, yet here I am. Blubbering mess. My apologies for subjecting you to such undignified behavior. Unforeseen circumstances have a tendency to rattle my nerves, but I am well now, thanks to you. Shall I go and search for Blitzen at once? May I count on your cooperation once more? My heartfelt thanks. For now,
you didn't give me an option.
Let us focus on our search within the city. If you could make inquiries in the direction of Kento's amphitheater, I shall retrace my steps back to Kalu Falls. Quickly now.
Kelly, thank you for the 3 months. Reindeer noises. Jesus Christ. Mesa Base, thank you for the super chat. Forget blue quests. Some of us mad folks have done all the quests.
All the quests.
You're insane. My God. It's Jason Bourne.
I mean, might as well enjoy the game, right? Like, there's so much game.
It's a lot.
A ranger?
It's a lot.
Why, yes. I saw it dash through the snow towards the amphitheater. Says person number 1. There was an article I was reading about that, how Final Fantasy XIV, the way it's laid out with like the words, you have to cue through them and all that, encourages more exploration. And therefore, there's more completionists in Final Fantasy when it comes to quests. It was an interesting take. I think you'll find completionists no matter what game you subscribe to.
If there are things to complete, I think you'll find a completionist. Like I feel a call towards completion when I can gather things for exploration in games. Because I haven't 100%ed a modern. The only current gen game I have 100%ed was Miles Morales because I just loved exploring that city. And before that, it was Spider-Man, which was technically the last generation.
Witcher 3.
Wow.
But not the expansions. I didn't do all.
Holy shit. I still haven't even beaten Witcher 3 because there's just too much to do and I get horribly distracted.
Yeah, Witcher 3 is this dude one of them? No. What am I looking for? I'm guessing oh, wait, no? Okay, never mind. Charm Citizen.
So sharp.
A reindeer, you say? As a matter of fact, one went trotting by the amphitheater down the lane not so long ago.
Cool.
Trot away.
Wouldn't believe it. Jay Rayo, thank you for the super chat. Toss Fit workout quest near Dragonhead, Kurthus, Central Highlands to get the throw emote. Oh, so that's the one. Okay.
Oh.
And let me screenshot that so I don't forget.
A frost fanatic. Perfection. Absolute perfection. Very incarnation of crystalline beauty. Oh, what are you speaking to me?
Sir Johnson, thank you for the generous super chat. I'd like to thank Kyle for the reindeer noises that are so unsettling it caused me to die not once but thrice in a dungeon.
Oh no! I hope it was at least like hard. Like you had to dodge something. I apologize.
Oh, these people are still pelting me with snowballs. I'm trying to zig and zag. They just seek. They just freaking seek you.
Vaguely, we hear some clopping noises passing behind me, though. All right, through the load screen, I assume, then.
D, thank you for this generous super chat. I really hate the MMO time bubble, so I'm doing all the quests. I started Stormblood, but it's killing me that at least 4 jobs are going to end up in the time bubble. Kyle, thank you for the reindeer noises. They're a great laugh. So, I'm not sure I know what you mean by the time bubble.
I assume that they're saying, like, the disconnect, right? That can happen by being over-leveled or pursuing the story. Final Fantasy does do some work on it, right? Like, I was doing this last Friday, the Red Mage quests, which were amazing. I loved the Red Mage storyline. I'm really into that shit. And there was a part where he automatically upgraded his language to denote that I had completed Stormblood. And instead of calling the revolution ongoing, he called the revolution, you know, more of a congrats, it's done. Which I do think is strong. They do put in that effort. And apparently there's a part of this quest where you do something with cheer giving. People were saying, like, don't do cheer giving. Don't do the seasonal thing. It's spoilers. But since we're not in Endwalker, we don't do the cheer giving thing.
Oh.
So they, like, cut out a chunk of the quest today because otherwise, you know, spoilers.
Interesting. Okay.
What? Oh, I accidentally was about to become a gunbreaker. Here we go. Blitz up.
Yeah, very much. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I know the seams are there, so it doesn't bother me when I see them, I guess. Like, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that's
But I get that. I get where you're coming from, for sure.
I am hungry for a next-gen MMO. Oh, speaking of which, speaking of talking about MMOs, we should announce that. We should announce that, Garrett. Tomorrow.
I'm struggling. What? Oh,
tomorrow.
Yes. So we're going to be recording our podcast early this week, tomorrow instead of Thursday, because we're going to be joined by Jesse Cox.
Yeah.
We're going to have Jesse Cox come on the Grinding Gear podcast. We're just going to hang.
Yep.
It's gonna be a good time.
Gonna be talking with Jesse tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Record. And we'll just be talking MMOs, talking about Final Fantasy a little bit, talking about Dragonflight, I'm sure. Having a chill.
Maybe. I don't believe he's playing it, so probably not that much.
No, but like, not so much as to why they're not playing it, but I'm just kind of interested to talk to Jesse about where he sees MMOs, like what his thoughts on them are. Because there's a lot of clunk we accept, and there's other MMOs on the horizon that still aren't breaking the mold. Just excited to talk to him.
Yeah, it was I'm excited.
Yeah,
I love when natural guest requests happen like this.
Yeah, good lineup,
Just
good time.
Just comes together.
Oh, adventurer, have you had any luck in locating Blitzen? Where have you been? I've been running myself ragged in search of you. Oh, there it is. That's GWO. Yeah, pretty close.
You definitely started with an H, but I would say overall, man, well done.
But Blitzen, why do you race so? Mystery voice.
Why, to summon me, of course. The Santa Primal.
And you are?
Oh my god, of course.
Oh, perfect.
Of course.
Yep. For the children.
I am the Saint of Nemea, and I have come at our antlered friend's behest to lead your misguided soul unto the soothing bosom of the Starlight celebration.
Soothed.
I don't know. I do not remember what we were doing for
No,
Godbert.
I don't remember either.
I will ask you plainly, young scholar. Do you understand where you were, why you were unable to coax forth the legendary twinkling of this reindeer's magics?
Bunny boys have pretty eyes.
They're just kind of pretty. So you do not know. Fortunately for you, naught escapes the Saint of Nibia's all-seeing eyes. You see it too, do you not? The reason why our scholarly friend failed?
I guess so. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Maybe Starlight Celebration doesn't come from a store.
Oh my god.
Going first option.
I'm going with the second one.
What? Of course. I haven't lost sight. I know that the Starlight Celebration is held for the belief of the children. So, you finally understand. Oh, wait, nope, that's you.
Oh, it's me. Oh, you finally understand? Indeed, the Starlight Celebration exists for the good children of the realm. This, our antlered friend, knows well. But you, my scholarly friend, you were so obsessed with your work that you could only see the children as a means to prove your theory. Is it any wonder, then, that Blitzen was not minded to oblige your demands? Who wrote this?
Who do you think? The same guy who writes the rest of it. It is, as you say, good saint, respecting the customs one seeks to understand is basic folklore's fieldwork. I am shamed my profession in forgetting it. My thanks for comforting me, my friend, and my apologies for ignoring your feelings.
And my 8-bit bitmap glare on my sunglasses.
I love
my glasses.
I love it.
Ho ho ho! It seems my job is done here. I leave this man and this reindeer in your capable hands, adventurer. Happy Starlight to all, and to all a good day.
Whoever I might be.
Definitely not Godbert. Look at my gams.
Right. There isn't a moment to lose. Let us resume our research. Forgive me, force of heaven. Let us resume our celebration of this wonderful season by bringing joy and happiness to the children. A tearful tot says...
I want my mommy.
Oh my gosh. A little too far there.
That cry of distress, it comes from the other side of the Aetheryte Plaza. Come, my friend. For children should not have to watch what happens at the Aetheryte Plaza.
Nothing happens at the Aetheryte Plaza in Gridania.
Nope, nobody. Well, that is kind of true. This isn't the most rocking place. Let us not go to Gridania. 'Tis a silly place.
So silly.
I want my mommy.
You are a teenager.
No. Well, they might just be a tall kiddo. But look how many clips they have in their hair. Oh my god. Oh dear, distraught as she is, how are we to learn what ails her? We need to settle her somehow, with sweets or perhaps toys. His magical bellow did cleanse.
It doesn't get any easier. I can't keep a straight face.
There we go.
Oh, how pretty.
Well done, Blitzen. Well done. Now we can ask after the source of her woes. I'll pass on that one for you. Greetings, little one. Tell me, what troubles you?
I like the noise.
Well, me and my mommy were on our way to the markets, but suddenly she wasn't there, and I got scared.
It's just your Lalafell voice.
I see. I expect that your mother is still nearby, in which case... With the shake. Nice. All right, hang on. I don't think I can. Oh, that's a robot. Okay. Is anyone missing a child? We have a lost child in search of her mother. I'm sorry, I can't add an echo effect after the fact.
The theater of Kyle. It's wonderful.
Would you like to take the gentle mother?
Sure. I didn't click. I was bracing for the gwa and... Oh, there you are. Thank goodness.
Mommy, you were there, then suddenly you were gone. I was so scared.
Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetling. I'm here now. Who are these freaks next to you? Thank you so much for looking after my daughter.
She climbed up inside one of those round clothes racks.
Thank you, sir. And you too, Mr. Reindeer. Those shiny presents were really pretty.
I'll do the first one. He found the spirit of Starlight after all. What? Oh, right. I suppose Blitzen just proved my theory, didn't he? I was too concerned with helping the little one to notice. I shan't complain. Seeing as we've fulfilled our objective, shall we report back to our granny? See his heart.
That was the worst, man. That was the worst when we were a kid and you're off on your own in the department store and then you're Garrett Weinzerl, your mother is waiting for you at the return counter. You're sitting there playing the Super Mario 64 demo for the third time. because it keeps cutting you off. Thanks for playing my game. You're like, F you, Mario. No one else is in line. Let me
Thank
keep
you for
going.
playing my... Yeah, it just kicks you out.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess it depends how, your parents dealt with fear. So I knew I was in massive trouble if it reached that level.
Oh, no, my mom was always cool about it. She's like, I'll just page you when you... I was like, oh, God, just come by the kiosk, Mom. I'll be there. We don't need to... I was always worried, like, it's a small town. Someone I know is going to be in there.
So she used it out of, like, convenience, not so much that, like, you were in trouble and she had searched and, Yeah.
I mean, this is before cell phones, so, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't in trouble, but I was always just like, Mom, just come by you know where I'll be. Just come by the kiosk and let me know where... And she was like, yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
I
like,
got time for this shit.
What is there for kids to do during the checkout now? I used to go look at the grocery store, video rentals, and like Target, they don't carry Pokemon cards anymore because they got weird.
No, they still carry them.
Up here, they don't. They have a big sign that says, "We do not sell Pokemon cards anymore, you monsters."
Yeah, but you're in a crime-addled state.
True.
Northeast got a shit ton of crime, or Northwest got a shit ton of crime, dude. I'm pulling punches.
That's fair.
I watched. Did you see the new glitter bomb video?
I don't know what. When people steal
he did the final glitter bomb video. Holy shit! San Francisco is insane.
Yeah.
People broad daylight just going out, breaking into your cars and stealing everything they can get their hands on. Holy crap!
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, we've had our own run-ins with.
Y'all got like legit crime. Like,
it's weird. It's a weird dichotomy you're stuck in because you want to like support local businesses, but there's so much piracy of packages that you're gonna always buy from Amazon because they're just like, whatever. Like, we'll handle it. We'll send you another one. No big deal. If you buy locally, they're gonna be like, well, it's not really our fault, and they're gonna give you the whole DoorDash workaround, and it's just weird time to be alive.
This is also some of my I've been eating shit for Florida for my entire life coming through right now.
Yeah, you got to fire back a little bit. That's fair. No, I get
But sometimes I look at the West. I love California. Listen, I love it, but I don't really want to pay $2 million for a tiny home just to have my shit stolen. Also, I lived in California. I did have my shit stolen. So, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Bath salt. Listen, the people losing their shit on bath salts. That's you visiting. 9 times out of 10, that's someone visiting who can't handle the Florida drugs. All right, we know better. Stop sending us your crazy cousins who can't keep their shit together on spring break.
Fair.
I'm done. I'm out. I gotta wait longer for Avatar, and then you go commit crimes in my state, and people blame it on me.
Avatar?
People visiting Disney and filling up lines.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Y'all aren't ready for the real talk. I'm a granny.
I'm a granny.
I'm a granny says.
You're a granny.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the line to load up. I'm still looking at the animation. Welcome back, everyone. How did you fare in the end? I heard a lot of moaning.
Very well. I'm pleased to say we managed to reunite a lost child with her mother, and for happy side benefits, succeeding in proving my theory.
The 3 of you have been busy indeed. Thank you for your help, adventurer.
Allow me to offer my gratitude as well. Were it not for you, I would have remained blind to what's truly important.
Yes! Saying things as well, extremely audibly, are you? But it seems to me you played as important a role as any today, Blitzen. You are as dependable a little helper as I have ever known.
Oh, you just want to have at that chest there.
He is the biggest character on stage right now. Why are we calling him a little helper? That thing would maul you if you met it in the woods.
Probably. More likely to run away, I would assume, but it depends on the season.
It's curious, though. At first, he seemed wholly unmotivated to act, but then showed the illusion of his own volition. What do you suppose inspired his change of heart?
I believe the answer is concern. In the beginning, he could tell that I held none of the children. Wait, what? I tell that I held none for the children, and sought only academic satisfaction. Pure of heart as he is, how could Blitzen be moved to assist me? However, when he sensed the concern I held for that crying child was genuine, he no longer felt resistance to use his powers.
Blitzen sounds like quite the intuitive fellow.
Reindeer generally are. As herd animals, they are accustomed to sensing even the slightest shift in feelings or intent. And this is but another theory, but I suspect Blitzen's ancestors conjured their illusions in response to the feeling of love and kindness that they sensed in the people around them. Such reindeers were far more plentiful back then. Some were even domesticated to pull sleighs. No doubt younglings had ample opportunity to witness the same spectacular illusions that we find so precious.
It is truly unfortunate that Blitzen's kin have so declined in numbers because we're no longer having fun, and now we're going to talk about endangered species on top of orphaned dead children.
Yep.
But I will cherish your invaluable contribution to the Starlight celebration. Thank you for sharing this fascinating history with us. Smile for the dying animals.
If I was able to impart even a modicum of passion I feel towards my subject, I would count myself very blessed indeed. Ah, but that reminds me. There is one last task for which I would appreciate your assistance. To wit, sharing Blissen's miraculous illusions and the joy they inspire with as many children as we can find.
Speaking in the spirit of Starlight, Lorenzen, I dare say you'll be a little helper yet. Do it. Yes!
It's beautiful.
Oh, my word.
On a special Starlight celebration mission, who knows what familiar faces you will encounter?
It keeps going.
Well, we got the
when
we got
do
the
I
goods.
grind things?
But you know, he might actually. What would he even do? Or it might not. This might be the part that's not available to us. Because he's a reindeer wrangler. Oh, task is simple. On a tour of Gridania and delight the children. Little helper, we will distribute presents of a more tangible nature. I believe that Blitzen's glamour will perfectly set the tone for such gift-giving. Being a visitor to the city, however, I am not certain where to seek out children. May I trust you to find children? Marvelous. Without further ado, then, where shall we head first?
Is there a quest that I'm not seeing?
It's not a quest. It's just talking to the dude, the reindeer wrangler of Lorenzen.
Oh.
I guess I'll go to the markets.
What, do we have to do this?
It's optional, but you know, we're spreading cheer.
I thought we were gonna go grind stuff for a phallic mount.
Wait, oh, don't the Moogle tombstones?
I thought that's why we were here.
Massive. Look at him. He's massive. Go on, Blitzen. Yeah, it looks like they're just little cutscenes where you kind of enjoy him showing off the reindeer to children.
Ooh-ah, that's incredible. Ooh-ah.
Ooh-ah.
We've got Al Pacino casting as the jovial junior up there in his somehow tuxedo, but also looks like pajamas, reading off a teleprompter at the Game Awards.
I mean, maybe if you do them all, you like meet different characters, but right now I guess they'd all be Gridania characters, right?
Ah, gotcha.
So I don't really know the leathersmith or...
Yeah, this is the city I spend the least amount of time in.
This person seems to know me. Am I at the Archers Guild? I thought I went to the markets. I'm not sure.
I don't remember you, lady.
Yeah, participating in festivities this year. Caroline Canopy?
That's always awkward in the holidays. People start talking to you like they know you.
Now, I would love to stay in chat, but I must be off. These cookies won't deliver themselves. I don't remember who this is. Try the last one? Okay, let's go to the last one.
This is where we need Twitch, or not Twitch integration, YouTube integration, where they can vote on where we go.
Children's.
We can do a poll, but yeah.
Yeah, well, sounds like we'll do the last one. How you could forget Mother? I don't know. It's also kind of the weird thing about Final Fantasy in that way is the beginning is super duper misty because you're not paying as much attention. And with World of Warcraft, you're always starting the game to try out their classes. So the early game you have like cemented, you know exactly what happened. But in Final Fantasy is completely the opposite. Where I have no idea what I did 3 years ago.
Can we talk about are you back?
Yeah.
Are you out of the cutscene now? Can
Yeah,
we talk about this tiny snowman with a massive gift at a jaunty angle on its head?
Yeah? You like that one?
It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful.
Well, I'm heading towards the Whistling Miller. Apparently the Whistling Miller is worth a visit.
Okay. All right.
And we'll go spread some Starlight cheer.
This better be good, chat. This better be good.
This better be damn worth it. You know our opinion on Black Rose. This better be really good.
Merry Christmas. I'm threatening you, chat.
Yes.
Where was I? Where was this?
No, this one. Why, good evening, Mr. Reindeer. Have you affordable?
She looks devious, man. I need to learn a little sharpness. What's going on with those eyes? I don't trust her.
Go on, Blitzen. Show your spectacular glamour.
Oh, my word.
What a marvelous spectacle. You truly are amazing, Mr. Reindeer.
Forgive the intrusion. Sweet child, no help her.
Oh, shit.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, shit.
I like that he kept on the boots.
Yep.
Listen, shit might go down, okay? I'm prepared.
He's wearing a bulletproof vest under that.
Yeah.
Emmerich's like 50 Cent. He ain't taking no chances anymore. He's seen some shit.
Finished guardian coat. Oh, how lovely and warm. I shall treasure it, little helper. Thank you with all my heart.
He is no little helper.
I haven't heard an Emmerich voice in a long time.
What a pleasure. What a pleasant surprise to meet you here, my friend. You are leading your capable hand to the observance, I take it? Or lending? Can I get his coat? His coat is great.
Yeah, I like that coat.
As a citizen of Starlight birthplace, I feel compelled to volunteer my services in some way, however small. And thus, I seem to have become a little helper. While 'twas an audience with the elder Seedseer that called me here initially, I am glad for the opportunity to bear witness to the bright smiles of the Gridania children. Ah, but I mustn't dally. Many gifts still want for delivery, till we meet again. Let's have dinner sometime. My place.
I would love that.
Anytime.
I'd love that. Hold me.
Oh, cash shop. Oh, he's wearing the cash shop.
Ooh, how much is it? I might go buy that.
That went splendidly, wouldn't you say? Little helpers appearing when they did only add to the children's enjoyment. At last but not least, Blitzen played his part to perfection. Hawks up a hairball.
And Kyle, what would that sound like?
Shall we take a well-earned rest? But we would welcome your assistance again should you feel like going on another tour. That's cute.
Yes, I know I'm a hypocrite. I don't like cash shops, but I will happily spend money sometimes.
Oh,
if I want the thing enough.
Yeah. Thank you for the milk and cookies there, Lulu.
Yep.
Much appreciated.
I was also gifted some milk and cookies.
I mean, when you get down to it, like that's about immersion, desire. Like the reason why the cash shop in Final Fantasy is not hated is because the game is good out of the box, and the value percentage.
That's subjective.
But I think the of course it's subjective, of course. But when you like something a lot, your perceived value is grander than your subscription. And so you're not battling with that idea of subscription every time you think about money. The same thing happened to me with like Heroes of the Storm back in the day, Dota 2. Like I saw the game with such, those are free to play games, but still like the game had so much worth in my head that I don't mind shops in that regard.
I mean, I don't like them in games I enjoy, and this is one of them. So, but I will say I'm agreeing with folks in chat that are saying because it was available in game at one point, it makes it feel not so bad.
Yeah,
that I agree with. That I'm down with. I think that helps it go down a little smoother.
I mean, some things have gone like really weird. Like I own a single 5th edition D&D book because all the books are available online through, D&D Beyond and big packs and stuff like that. So, but that's not my preferred method to actually own the books. So some things have, And then you have licensing issues with all that too. That one got weird. That one's a shame. Well, did you want to run a Moogle? Is that what? Did you want to Moogle it before we
So yeah,
do another bid?
where's the merchant for this? Like, how many do we need to get?
I know there's. I'm gonna go to Ul'dah because that's the one I know where it is. There's probably one here. I think it's right by the Aetheryte, but I'm gonna go to Ul'dah because that's the one I like.
I will follow you.
Cool.
Are you gone?
Yep. I used a return.
Weird. Oh, that's why.
Yeah, because my teleport's set here.
You cheap bastard.
Yeah, I am cheap. And Kugane is my free one. Oh yeah, I've laid this out. I've put in,
Kugane's my free one too.
I've put in the work. I think this is the one. The Moogle here. Newest irregular tombstones.
Sorry, I haven't been checking my whispers. 50 for the mount that everybody wants. Praetorium gives 7, so it's gonna take a while to grind this out. We're not getting this done today.
Yeah, no, I didn't think we. Yeah, the Falcon Ignition Key, which is the slightly phallic ship. Apparently, I already have
Zeppelin Wiener.
Yeah, apparently I already have all our Medikit. That's very kind. Spotted Fedora. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's hideous, but it would look great with a Papalymo.
50. Namatsu neckerchief is the is up at the top at the 100. Oh my god, that is ridiculous.
It looks like there's something cheaper. There's some 10s down there. Oh, there's some cards in here.
Yeah, but the mount's a rare get. Like I'm not sure how much I'd use it, but I do like rare mounts.
Lost Allegan. Lost Allegan. There's actual gear in here? Chess pieces. Curtain stage. Indoor pond. Not interested in putting a fish head around their neck? No? No? The dog earring was really cute. I went for that and didn't get it in time. That was my own fault. Like, I work for what I want. And doing PP Palace 1,000 times did not. Even with blue mages, lots of people offered, and it was very, very kind, but... no thank you. Well, we did, well, let's head back to the house then. We can queue up for dungeons there and get some Moogle tombstones all the same. Tombstones.
Okay.
But let's take a little reacts break. And we do have some Jesse videos we could watch as well, if should we desire, since they're coming on the podcast tomorrow.
Yeah, is there one in particular that has been hotly requested?
There hasn't really been one hotly requested, but I was kind of curious to see his thoughts on Metzen returning, as we'll be having him on the show right after that kind of news broke, so we could kind of get ahead. We did have this Drift Souls thing, which I think is about Dark Souls and a car, so you might just enjoy that yourself. Maybe a palate cleanser after the holiday event here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, if there's any Jesse videos you feel like would be worth watching, I'd love to watch his Final Fantasy stuff, but a lot of it's in the spoiler territory. You can watch the rest of his Elemental vid now. Is that true? What happened since then? Can we get confirmation? I'd love to do that. Can we do that? Can we get confirmation from a mod? I figured his... His 1 year Final Fantasy vs. WoW is amazing. He has, I believe, Shadowbringer raid footage in there. I watched it when it first came out, when I wasn't actively playing a lot. So I don't remember anything but colorful floors and big boss thing that looked like a robot. But we've been told not to watch it again because now we would start to pick up on stuff we'd see in there. Yeah, I think it goes, I assume it goes deeper because the spoiler was, here's what Oriange had to say, and now stop right now. So I would assume we haven't gotten any additional magic lore. I don't know. Not going to trust that yet.
Okie dokie then.
Do WoW's darkest secrets? I mean, it's... Garrett hasn't seen it. I have seen it. I mean, I don't. Here.
What?
I'm muting. I'm muting.
Say what you mean to say.
Well, it's not. It was made during a time, and I don't think it would hit the same as it used to. You know what I mean? You've all seen it. It came out during a time period where the shock value. But now times have changed a bit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Released a year ago. Oh yeah. Okay.
And Preach also has this. Let's just do a quick. We'll hear what Jesse had to say about Metzen's return, since we'll be talking to him tomorrow. I just need to watch.
Sure. Before we do that, Linko, thanks for the 7 months. Said this is the best Starlight gift I could have asked for. You two are hilarious. Great way to spend my lunch break. I'm glad you enjoyed the Grinch and the Gwower. Winkle, thanks for the super chat. Best Moogle tome grinding method this time is spamming battle on the big bridge. Only 2 tomes, but takes 2 minutes per run.
Oh no!
Oof.
Oh, Oof. That's a grind for sure.
Oof. That's an oofer.
Yeah.
That's an oofer. We could burn through some Q&A though. Like we could line up some questions and just like face roll that.
All right, let's check out his thoughts on Metzen returning, since we'll be having him on the podcast tomorrow. We'll get his thoughts on that.
Warn me. You scared me.
Oh, yeah, because it comes through to you pure.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. It's like, Jesse. Suddenly, Jesse.
Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that may or may not be 5 minutes. Today in the news... Did I wake up in 2007? Because Chris Metzen is back working on Warcraft. As GameSpot says, Metzen worked on the Warcraft universe for over 20 years, having served as creative director of Warcraft 3 and as senior vice president of story and franchise development for much of his time on WoW. But more than all that, he was the face of the game and of the company for over a decade. Myself and other nerds like me, we associated the biggest announcements in PC gaming to him. So after all the controversy and insanity since he left Blizzard, it feels almost nostalgic to have him back, in whatever capacity he'll actually be there. According to John Haidt's tweet, Metzen will be a creative advisor on Warcraft, and while I don't particularly know what that means in the long run, it does feel nice. And yes, I'm sure some of you could say, but Jesse, isn't Metzen partially to blame for the toxic work environment and not handling it while he was there? And yeah, you're probably right. He has, for his part, admitted to his failings there, and his attempts to do better, and his desire to do so. So, I don't know if that appeases everyone, but I think it's certainly better than being like, I had nothing to do with that. So, we'll see. I personally think this is pretty much...
No, and he straight up said, like, multiple times and in multiple interviews that he was so in his own head about that kind of thing, particularly with all the pressures of Warlord of Draenor and the movie that really kind of pushed him out just into an unhealthy place.
A huge overall positive for Blizzard, and we'll see what happens from here. In other news, the movie video game train keeps on a-rolling, this time in sort of a crisscross web pattern all over the US, because Death Stranding is now becoming a movie. Working with the executive producer of the film Barbarian, Kojima intends to tell a story
I think I missed this
isn't
news.
a retread of the game.
I didn't include this in the news last week.
We just keep going. We just got God of War. We're about to get Last of Us.
Yeah.
And now we're getting, boy, howdy.
Let's keep making movies of video games that are emulating movies.
Isn't narrative the roughest part of Kojima games, though?
Yeah, that right. Like, remove the interactivity and the actual presentation.
This is where I'm glad you agree, but this is where you could have interjected with that's subjective, Garrett.
Oh, sure, I guess. Yeah, I could have, but I'm not gonna.
Oh boy, yeah. Kojima's stories don't really do it for me.
Yeah.
Out the worst video game movies. So, we're already off to a good start. Unlike other big budget tentpole video game adaptations, this will be something far more intimate and grounded. Our goal is to redefine what a video game adaptation could be when you have creative
and artistic. I hear redefine, I'm just like, I'm out.
We redefined the car.
what you have to say? Oh yeah, redefine the car.
The new for
We at
2024.
Tesla thought that the steering wheel shouldn't be circular anymore, and so we've made it much worse by giving you a yoke.
I mean, sometimes like I just kind of go for at least you tried. But did you see? Have you seen the trailer to 65? That looked fun.
Oh, with
Adam,
with not Keanu Reeves, young Keanu Reeves, Adam Driver.
Yeah, Adam Driver doing.
Yes, dude, I want to see that movie.
Yeah, Planet of the Apes, Jurassic Park, basically. Well, I guess that's the future. He's in the past.
It's really not Planet of the Apes,
but,
yeah, because this is straight time travel.
Yeah, but it looked like he was exploring space. So he did the wormhole, like, but you time traveled thing, and ends up on Earth.
Yeah. Unless there's some kind of twist.
Could be.
Oh, what if the end of it, it's a Jurassic World tie-in?
That would be so disappointing.
The dinosaurs won.
That'd be
it's the future.
They don't own, the license of a T-Rex, right? Like, it's about time we get a movie that does some horror dinosaurs. Plus, it's a little kind of like Dino Crisis. It's future tech versus, and kind of go for that.
I want to see it, man. Yeah. I want to see it. Yeah, more dinosaurs, please. Let's give dinosaurs to anyone except Colin Trevorrow. Thank you. Wiggle super chatted, adding to the. Oh, okay. We'll read this in a sec if you're going to continue, because this is not on topic with the
Hideo Kojima production. So I have no idea what this is going to be, or if audiences will even understand it. Over at Gizmodo, they had a pretty funny quote. Unless you think audiences are ready for a post-apocalyptic film about a man who throws grenades made of his bodily fluids at ghosts, I personally have doubts. And yeah, we'll see. But me personally, Gizmodo. I'm absolutely here for this. I hope it is as crazy as the game is. I love the game. And strangely enough, not for gameplay reasons, which is an insane thing to say, I know. What the game is and what it's trying to do and communicate to the player is fascinating to me. And if they can get a little bit of that across in the movie, this could be huge. So I guess we'll see what happens. And while we're here in the world of video games and big media, Tomb Raider is coming once again, this time published by Amazon. Amazon Games and Crystal Dynamics today announced that they have reached an agreement under which Crystal Dynamics will develop a new multi-platform Tomb Raider title.
Wasn't Crystal Dynamics complaining about how bad it was to work under Square Enix, and now they're getting in bed with Amazon?
Wait, but Square Enix
oh my god,
bought Crystal Dynamics, right? Or did Crystal Dynamics split off as a team? How'd that happen?
I believe they bought and then let them go?
Yeah.
I forget exactly the technical aspect of that, but Crystal Dynamics were one of the ones that came out and were like, I think it was the head of Crystal Dynamics, don't quote me on this, it was pulling it from memory, but came out and said they set us up to fail. Like Square just like didn't support our product, rushed it out, didn't promote it, and that's why it didn't, and then had the audacity to chalk it up as underperforming.
Was there ever an issue of like just audience? Because Square Enix naturally is going to favor a Japanese audience for their products because that's where they're based. Was Tomb Raider like an American product? So they're like, oh, we won't really advertise it because it's not our pipeline. It's not what we're personally interested in.
I don't know. It was at the time too, when this all went down, it was when Square Enix was like, we're going to make so many fucking NFTs, y'all. So they're like selling off all the non-Japanese studios and making all these big boisterous claims about how they're going to own the NFT market. And it was fucking
But yeah, it was the director or owner or something. It wasn't even like video game talk. It was a guy saying buzzwords.
Yeah, it wasn't around the same time Yoshi had to get out ahead of it, be like, we're not doing NFTs in Final Fantasy 14. Don't worry, everybody. It's going to be fine.
I mean, I'm sure he got asked, like, hey, can we sell these inside the game? Would that be okay? And he was just like, no.
Yeah, if that's the case, thank God they dodged that bullet.
Every game of theirs released underperforming, they were saying. And then, rather, they are terrible at marketing their Western games. I guess that makes sense. Tomb Raider's got like such a legacy to it. It's kind of weird to say, well, we don't know how to advertise Tomb Raider. It's Tomb Raider. The name carries enough weight. Just
you know what you're getting.
Yeah. You
know what you're gonna get.
Put out ads.
Amazon Games providing full support and publishing the game globally, a press release stated. The as-yet untitled new Tomb Raider is a single-player, narrative-driven adventure that continue Lara Croft's story in the Tomb Raider series. Now, as I reported earlier in the year, Crystal Dynamics was bought up by Embrace.
Right. Is this punching bag Lara Croft who has been through the ringer? Like,
punching bag.
It's true. Like
I know exactly what you mean when you say that.
It was a weird time period where we like in video game storyline, we said, you know what makes interesting characters? Beat the shit out of them. And we're all like, well, I mean, that makes interesting death animations, but it doesn't really make the character more fascinating. They just are in pain all the time.
Bad for that. I think they did make it because Laura was pretty one-dimensional up until that. She was just kind of a superhero. Like, I'm good with guns and I can do acrobats. And,
right.
Also, there was a lot of just eye candy going on with the original incarnation of Laura
triangles.
Croft.
Yeah, there's some triangles in there.
Yeah, if you're really into triangle cleavage.
Yeah.
But with the new one, they wanted to do something a little more grounded. It's just very much in the style of that 2010s narrative. I mean, we were doing the same thing. Look, Dark Knight. It's like we're gonna put Bruce Wayne in a pit in the Himalayas and kick the shit out of him on an ice lake. Like, we wanted to see our heroes forged. We didn't. We weren't doing like the hand wavy, kind of more simplistic origin stories, and we were like, well, how's Batman's a ninja? That's why he knows how to fight, and we went through all that, and so we did a survival story with Laura Croft. I think it was a pretty smart. I'm gonna go to bat for it. I'm gonna say it was. I like those games. I think they did a good job, and they went in a direction that made sense for the trends at the time, but also I think fit the character pretty well.
It's more the repetitive nature of it, right? Was the issue for me. I thought one was great, and it really had a great balance of that. Nothing's real. It's archaeology. It's it's all fake. Just blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, fight a goddess. Like, swim through the river of blood. Like, it really had an escalation of that kind of Indiana Jones quality of no, this is real, that I really enjoy.
I enjoyed that too. Yeah, I think I remember. I think I was talking to like Jocelyn about it way back in the day. That I really liked that it was like F you. It's ghosts, or F you, it's magic. Because like the whole game, it keeps questioning itself. Is it really supernatural? Or is it just a crazy cult in the island? And by the time you get to the ending, it's like F you, it's supernatural. And that made me happy.
Yeah, I think Fountain of Youth, Uncharted. What was that, 2? That was one of the best ones.
It was good. That final boss is stupid though.
Well,
Not a great boss fight.
Yeah, but they were mocapped, which made them look decent, at least, as all the kind of...
just the fight itself was
fun. And the dude's like Scooby-Dooing, and like, but they're actually real, but they're not. But they're real, like the Yetis, I think it was. Like, it got kind of weird.
Yes, you got.
But they look great,
the Yetis,
because that was one of the first mocap
Uncharted
games.
is great. Yeah, the final boss fight ain't great, but that's a great game.
But I thought Tomb Raider 1 was great, and I thought the punishment for her mistakes was perfectly in line. Like, if you mess up going down the river, like, you'd almost always impale yourself on those sticks. Yeah. But you recover, and it added danger, much like Dead Space. A lot of the horror is tied to, and now we're going to watch our head get decapitated and the monster crawl and be our head now. I think in subsequent games that went too far, and we ended up with that punching bag Lara Croft. That's kind of like, okay, maybe we're too deep.
It was a little rough. I don't know. Why is it any different than Dead Space in that way? Because you still cared about, was it Isaac?
Isaac.
Dead Space. We still cared about him, and we watched him die horrible deaths. So why can't you also care about Lara Croft and watch her die horrible deaths?
Well, Isaac was in a horror game, right? So when Lara Croft, nailed into the wall of spikes, it was kind of like, oh,
I guess that's fair. It's at odds with its Indiana Jones roots.
Yeah. I really like that first game. The second game, I was asked to craft and do it all over again. That's my main issue.
Fell off of the second. Yeah, that first game was solid, though. It was a solid
When Embrace Group was buying up all the Square Enix bits.
Oh, yeah.
And now it looks like, along with the new Perfect Dark, we are getting a new Tomb Raider, this time published by Amazon, which is somehow crazy, yet not at all. Amazon definitely has more than a foot in the water when it comes to their video game branch, but this is the first single-player game that they're going in.
I have no idea.
Is that Total War?
Tomb Raider is a flagship game.
What was that game? That looked like my jam. It looked like Total War Warhammer.
That was Lost Ark?
Wait.
Amazon's involved in Lost Ark?
Amazon publishes Lost Ark?
Am I losing my mind? Did I not
Amazon
know
definitely
this?
has more than a foot in the water when it comes to their video game branch, but this is the first single-player game that they're going in on, and, Tomb Raider is a flagship game. It is a title that people know and has been around for a long time, and so I can understand why they would want to dump a lot of money into this franchise. What will all that money create? Well,
more money.
Consider me interested in finding out. Speaking of interested in finding out, I hope you're, oh boy, this is a segue. I hope you're interested in finding out all the things we got going on over at Cox Clips.
Nice.
We got the VODs, we got the shorts, we got the whole thing over there. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers.
That is a great name.
Thank you so much.
That is a great name, Jesse. Well played.
Do it.
Well freaking played.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Very nice. Cool. Well, we'll get to talk to Jesse tomorrow on the podcast. That'll be a lot of fun.
We should rename our Clips channel Brofist, and it'll be a picture of you and I.
That's already
pounding
thing. Yeah,
pounding it.
That's already thing. Isn't PewDiePie Brofist? Isn't that like his?
Oh, is he?
Is his brand all Brofist?
I wouldn't know, dude. I've never watched a PewDiePie video in my life, and I aim to keep it that way.
What is Amazon? This is a no shade question. What has Amazon done that's good? What have they produced that I've watched and maybe been
you might as well say bless their heart.
Yeah, bless them, bless Amazon and all the hard workers. But what they do in the entertainment field? Because their New World.
We're talking about games, not shows.
But Fox, that was technically it was based on a D&D game.
Are we talking about
The Boys and Fox? But yeah, have they done anything video
that.
game related?
Game wise, yeah, I love The Boys. The Boys is fantastic, but not a game.
Left 4 Dead is HBO, right? Not Left 4 Dead. I'm sorry. Last of Us.
You did it. Yeah, that's HBO. It's not Amazon.
But then Amazon's gonna do Tomb Raider.
Amazon just announced God of War.
Right. Oh, right. They're gonna be doing God of War. New World is having a celebration. They're putting out a lot of ads for their Christmas event they're doing or their next content patch.
I am hardcore in the camp of New World sucks. I hate that game.
Yeah, I think a lot of the dynamic principles of like leveling up your city and having factions like that is really interesting on paper. It's why I watch most of the news that comes out about Ashes of Creation and these other MMOs. That Dearborn thing, I think it's called Dearborn, is kind of interesting to me too. It's like Dear God or something like that. But they're kind of doing a Valheim-y sort of thing where everyone plays a druid and you can switch between animal forms.
New World is a 40-year-old dad retirement home? What? Is that true? Is it like skew older? What?
I assume so, yeah. It seems very...
Why?
Well, probably because it's more EverQuest-y than
a 40-year-old dad super into conquistador-looking ass armor?
I would say... Yes, I mean we're talking about a stereotype here, so let's tread carefully. But
no, screw it. Let's run with. We're having fun.
But the
you're only 5 years away from that.
Yeah, that's true.
Stereotype.
That's true. But you know the EverQuest-y kind of player base that wants to fight more dudes in armor does gravitate towards New World, whereas I think you and I are more in the like dragon and his heart became corrupt by darkness and now light needs to pierce it kind of camp.
Well, you could have just stopped at dragons.
Yeah, just dragons. Yeah,
I want magic and monsters.
Yeah, well, I at least want one dragon to be corrupt and have like Cthulhu in his heart or something like that. So you know, that's why I was so excited
Deathwing. Yeah, Deathwing.
Yeah, like
cool.
You know the red mage thing. Like
Deathwing.
You know, I think I will be non-contrarian here. I expect I will like the red mage quest more because of its themes than I'll like the Dark Knight because of its themes. But we all have individual interests in that way. Yeah, so like old school fantasy, like real point and click. And that the freedom that New World presented on paper was really neat and it had my attention. Once I saw it and that there were no monsters and that the models were being terribly reused over and over again, plus you couldn't spawn in your starting point with your friend because it would drop you across the continent randomly. Another cute idea, but no thank you. It's not a very good day one experience.
Interesting. Yeah, I had no idea. I've as soon as I heard Lost Ark had like gotcha mechanics, it left my mind as anything to even worry about.
Oh, Lost Ark
I had no idea Amazon. I had no idea Amazon was a part of it.
And you're not wrong about that unknown character with Ashes of Creation. It's fun to explore new MMO ideas Ashes of Creation is very much kind of in that, like, from what I've read, it's kind of in that sphere of, like, they got a lot of money a long time ago and the dude's house got really big real quick and then whoops, we got to make the game. It's kind of in that sphere. Are you kind of like, are you working on it still? Shouldn't have come out by now?
This is a game I know I've heard of and don't remember what it is anymore.
It's not out yet anyway. It's been through a bunch of... It's been through a bunch of...
This looks basic.
Yeah, but that's what people are at. Like, WoW Classic, right? Like, a lot of people are hoping to return to that with improved graphics. I'll try to look up the deer thing I'm talking about, because that one actually kind of interests me, but...
That's an interesting thought, that we're just looking for... Just give me another classic MMO, but update it.
Yeah.
Hadn't really thought about that. Well, have you heard about Final Fantasy XIV, people who are looking for that? Have you heard of it?
What about it? What about this fine game?
Have you heard of it? It has all the classical trappings of a AAA MMO with a story that matters and is good. And a pretty darn good community. Just don't mispronounce Selk.
We all have our pet projects.
Just don't do it.
Yep.
Just don't do it.
I think we had another Winkle. Did we get the Praetorium grind one?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, said adding to before Praetorium grind nets 7 Moogle tombstones in about 30 minutes. Doing battle on the big bridge, you get 20 to 30 in roughly the same amount of time.
Okay, so that's why it's become the target.
Yeah. So roughly in an hour of grinding big bridge, we could get our mount.
Gotcha. Well, yeah. I need to get my reindeer out because I did receive said reindeer.
And Conman, thank you for the super chat. Just announced a few days ago, Henry Cavill Warhammer 40K from Amazon and a major delay on the Tom Clancy Division. I didn't know they were making a Division movie. Henry Cavill
I didn't know they were
40K?
doing that.
Hold on, is this legit?
Yeah. So he got let go as the Witcher, right? That people were raising his stink about, but now he's
he was not let go. I think he elected to leave.
But that would make sense too, because he probably was under a lot of pressure for his portrayal of Geralt of Rivia, maybe.
This has not been confirmed, but the going theory, because Henry Cavill is a bit of a nerd, he's one of us.
No, he's nuts about Warhammer. He loves it.
Yeah. But the running theory is that he doesn't like that the show is diverging from the books.
Oh, sure.
And he was under the impression that he was returning as Superman, and then was just given the news that they will not be using him for the next Superman movie.
Right, because they want to like restart it again.
Yeah, they're going to be doing like a young Clark Kent film, which honestly sounds interesting. And so that's the case that's the route they're going to go. It makes sense not to use Cavill, but it still bums me out. I wish they kind of left the door open, because I do like, as much as I don't like those movies, I do like Cavill for the role quite a bit. I think he
wasn't the worst part of any of them.
He's probably I think he's the best cast for Superman we've ever had. I really like him for it. It's the first time Superman ever had muscles. It's nice.
It's hard to take those old Superman movies in their own time. So yeah, I can't comment on the older ones.
Yeah, I have no love for them.
Yeah, they're really weird. They're super weird.
It just looks like dude running around, skinny dude running around in pajamas.
All right, I am going to BRB.
Cool.
I shall return and we shall watch something or go to a dungeon.
Wonderful. Oh, hey, yeah, look at this. 40K. Huh. I watched that. At this point, I'll watch Cavill on anything. I really like Cavill. He's become kind of a household name actor for me. I will watch things because he's in it. Which reminds me, I need to watch those Enola Holmes movies on Netflix. I heard they were good. I like Sherlock Holmes, but I haven't seen them, and I know he's in it. Need to watch those. All right, how we doing? He's the executive producer on 40K, so we might have more control over things. Cool. We'll see. We shall see. I don't know enough about Warhammer lore to be precious about it, so I'll say, I'm just not that precious about most things. I kind of like, let's just see what they do with it. Get weird. I tried getting into Doom Patrol. It was a little slow for my tastes, which is weird because I like Andor and Andor's slow, but I think it was a weird mix of slow and a little too odd, so I kind of fell off of it. It has themes that I would like, but kind of fell off. Kurt Cavill as Derplander, please. That'd be the most jacked Derplander we've ever seen. He is like twice the size of Ardbert. People asking Henry for Arthas a long time ago. Yeah, he'd be perfect for it. That's perfect casting, in my opinion. Am I excited for Mando Season 3? Of course I am. Of course I am.
I'm back.
Love Mando. Welcome back.
Mandalorian?
Season 3.
Ah.
Mandalorian Season 3 this March.
Oh, cool. Well, that'll be fun. Was there anything on the playlist here that interests you, Garrett?
I have not looked at it.
I know we have, we've
I
asked
don't even have it up.
the chat many times what they would like to watch, but what about you?
I don't even have it
Yeah, let me
up.
I'll send it to you here. There you go.
I'm making sure I didn't miss any. Do you think 40k Grimdark would work with a larger audience? I don't know 40k well enough to know what you mean by Grimdark.
If you can find that special place to put it, you know, there are terribly dark things that are made, like Final Fantasy. Like, there's terribly dark things that happen every day in great fiction. It's more, can you maintain that tone and create something that's enjoyable?
It's fair enough. You need a little joy, or do you? I mean, you could do. Might show my opinion. I don't like it, but a lot of people like Battlestar Galactica, and I think that's a joyless experience.
Yeah, that's pretty It's also convoluted and stuff like that too. It has, you know, some other.
Sir, you are in a Final Fantasy 14 stream and calling things convoluted.
I would call Final Fantasy multifaceted. I would not call Final Fantasy.
One man's multifaceted is another man's convoluted.
That is
Let's
true.
Let's call a spade a spade.
That is a good point.
I like this game. I like the story it's telling, but I would say it. I think you could describe it as convoluted.
I think it stays pretty focused
every time, and then Oriange shows up and talks.
Well, we're also like to that too. I will say we're at an intensely weird part of this video game, being at we are in Shadowbringers. Like, we're in the level 78 quests with 2 levels to go, and I'm kind of like, how do you wrap this thing up? How the hell do you tie all these pieces together?
Point 1, point 2, point 3
right,
is the answer to that question.
So you know, what's your vote for the point 3? We haven't done this actually, so I'm gonna close chat here, so I can't see it.
I'm sorry, what?
Just a little prediction. Who do you think is the point 3 bad guy, and who do you think is the end of the Shadowbringers bad guy?
Wait, you're running a poll for this?
No, I'm closing chat, so I'm not spoiled if should someone, you know, correct or
Oh, you're asking me.
Yeah, I'm asking you personally. Who do you think is...
I think
who is the 0.0 bad guy, and who is the 0.3 bad guy?
Wait, who are we going to be fighting at the end of first credits, and who are we going to be fighting at the end of second credits?
Yeah, because we got Vothri and Solus. I don't think there's anyone else. I guess we could do a light warden.
I'm spoiled somewhat because I know we don't have a raid that deals with a lingering thread like Omega, because we know one of the. Well, wait, hold on. Omega was the.
Omega was the raid. Was that the 8-man or the 24? 24 was Evilise.
That's right.
So the Evilise here is near.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Omega would have been the regular raid anyway, and I actually know nothing about the regular.
I don't know who the main raid is either. The story raid. Yeah.
What do you call the 8-mans? You just call them 8-mans, or does it have a name like Alliance?
I thought it was called raids, right?
Is it just called raid? So if I just say raid, you assume 8-man?
Normal raids. Yeah, they're called normal raids.
Normal raids. So normal raids and Alliance raids.
Yeah.
Okay. For 8-man 24. Anyway. Emmett definitely gets through to Endwalker in my mind. There's no universe where we wrap up Emmett in Shadowbringers. But I could also see him being the baddie at the end of one of these two. Like, I feel like we've got merely a setback situation, or maybe it's a setback for us. Like, we narrowly escape with our lives. Maybe Emmett comes out on top.
Oh, that'd be interesting if the Shadowbringers ending is bad, right? That'd be cool.
Maybe, dude, ain't nothing everybody loves more than an Empire Strikes Back. There ain't no better way to end your middle act with the bad guys essentially getting a W.
True.
I think we it feels like we're hurtling towards dealing with Vothri at the time of us doing this. So for those, if you missed our Thursday stream, we're halfway through the trolley worshippers.
Yeah.
Vothri just showed up to taunt us. I think we're hurtling towards Vothri is being an active antagonist, whereas Emmett is currently being just a bit of a narrator for us. He's not actively antagonizing us right now, other than just being Emmett.
Yeah,
which is somewhat antagonistic. He is a bit smug. I love it. I'm not saying this in a negative light. I'm saying it as a descriptor. I love Emmett. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Vothri as the 0.0, Emmett is the 0.3, and also just the bridge into Endwalker, where Emmett will still be alive, well, and scheming.
Nice.
That's my call.
Yeah,
that's my call.
I agree with your call, but I think Emmett's gonna die. I think it increases his sympathetic storyline if he has some sort of not necessarily noble sacrifice, but maybe even like, I can't do this. I don't want to do this
I can see
anymore.
more Ascians dying. I don't think it's gonna be Emmett. I think Emmett's gonna solidify himself as the king badass Ascian.
It's like I always like that storyline where you're compelled or mind controlled to do something, but you find a loophole where you just don't do anything. Like, you have to obey command, because as he said, he's enthralled, so he could just like not press the button and let us live.
The trolley will save us all.
The trolley.
Actually, yeah. Yep. I can't wait for the trolley primal fight.
Yeah, well, we gotta we gotta get through the trolley.
A bad Ascian, if you will, courtesy of user formerly known as John.
Oh, I can actually do the Mirage. Nice.
I did see that Emmett won a recent most popular Final Fantasy poll. I did see that.
I don't think that's fair necessarily. I don't think that's a fair poll.
All right, I'm here to take the fun out of this poll if you want. I was thinking about this.
Yeah?
I have an absolute take the fun out of this meta commentary on how games and game communities work. Final Fantasy 14 is the only Final Fantasy with like a currently active and hungry player base.
Exactly. So it's not fair to put that up against people's memories or the people who would show up. Like, how many communities are sitting around with Final Fantasy 11 being like, guys, the poll was just posted. Like, we got to get in there. There's also a lot of people who overvoted like Final Fantasy X in the responses I saw, which I think speaks to time and place. Like, a lot of us were growing up Final Fantasy X. It has this great place in our memories. Probably doesn't actually stand up the test of time.
Yeah. In Final Fantasy VII, that's fair. But if I was currently playing Final Fantasy VII, I'd be freaking annoyed that they cut my game up and are piecemealing it out to me.
It does.
That's why I haven't been super hungry to go try it yet.
Well, yeah, for me, that's kind of like you didn't make a remaster in the way that I wanted to, so I could enjoy it. What people love about the original.
That's fair. There is also the Crisis Core remake, which I've never heard anything all that. I've never come across like hardcore Crisis Core stands, so I associate standing with Final Fantasy fans, so I always just kind of assume Crisis Core wasn't that good. But I've been hearing good things from people that I would say are not Final Fantasy diehards. So to me, that's a good sign. It sounds like the Crisis Core remake is a good product. But again, this is all hearsay for me. I have no first-hand experience with it.
Do what's the time? Chrono Trigger. Just do Chrono Trigger. Like, that's the one, much like your KOTOR, where I just want them to do so I can play it for the people who tell me I have to play it. And I don't.
And not suffer through old game.
Yeah, just not. I don't want to read that much.
Dude, I'm excited. Now we're just off the rails. Now we're just having a conversation about Final Fantasy. I hope you're here for it, everybody. Did you hear that all the Pixel remasters are coming to Switch? They were just announced for Switch.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, remember we were talking. How many times does this come up? People are like, play the Pixel remasters, and I always go, "Is it on Switch?" And everyone goes, "No." Well, now they're coming to Switch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Physical editions too. Oh yes. Oh, I love my little Switch cards, dude. I spent almost my entire weekend playing Hades.
Yeah, I saw you tweet that.
Oh, I just degened all weekend.
Oh, nice.
I was in my underwear on the couch. I think unbroken for almost 5 hours.
Nice,
one day.
dude. Yeah.
So can you tell school's over?
Yeah, man.
Can you? Nothing more I wanted to do than just veg in my underwear with a controller in my hands.
My back is dying.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, dude, we're on. So we're past 1 month on the newborn. So it's walking time. This is the soothing. The soothing got to lay them down perfectly. The little arm kind of falls on the crib and it lands too hard in the crib and they wake themselves up. You got to like pre-warm the bed so they don't wake themselves up on the cold.
Oh my word.
On the cold pad, you know, like I didn't touch a video game all weekend.
Oh my word.
I am in the zone.
Word.
I am deep into the dad zone right now.
What's my favorite weapon? Weapon, I think, okay, two answers. This weapon I think is the most broken. I am the best with is shield. Weapon I like the most is spear.
Oh, that's unique. I mean, to me, I haven't talked to anybody actually about Hades.
I have no idea what the meta is on Hades.
Yeah,
I assume shield is considered broken because it seems broken to me. But I just like spear. I love long range attacks. I've never had even when I played it back in the day, I never unlocked the gun. I fell off Hades real quick because other things came up in life, not because I didn't like it. I hate the gun. I just got the gun. What the hell?
It's okay.
I hate that thing.
Once you get the reload down, it's fine.
You have to take your fingers off the buttons to reload. You have to click in the joystick. It's the pits.
Yeah, I do. I'm bow and arrow. Like, that's my favorite one. I love the bow and arrow.
I love bow if you get the Daedalus where it becomes essentially a better version of the machine gun.
Sure. Yeah, that's a convenient one. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, all my best friends.
I never think about remapping on a console because for so long you never were able to. Can you remap it on the Switch?
Oh, I don't know on the Switch.
But then you have to. But you have light attack, heavy attack, dash, and what's the other one? Cast. I would never want those not on the face buttons. So I would have it. I guess I could do it to a shoulder button because one is interact, the other is. I'll figure it out. Anyway, digress. I don't want to make this like a deep dive Hades talk, but yeah. Igzorn, thanks for the super chat. Funny enough, there's a mobile game coming. Ever Crisis seems to include the full story from Crisis Core to the original and possible Dirge of Cerberus. Oh, I remember Dirge of Cerberus. This is like Advent Children hype time.
What's the... How do you spell Genshin Impact? Isn't it Genshin? G-E-N-S-I-H?
Yeah. G-E-N-S-I-H... Oh, no. S-H-I-N. Genshin. I'm transposing letters in my own mouth.
All right, this is a very particular poll, but I am kind of curious because our Discord's been full of a lot of Genshin Impact. So I'm curious how much like crossover there is in the Final Fantasy, because quite a few people have been like, play it for the story. You know, I'm never gonna buy into the story. I don't do the whole grind thing, but I'll play it for the story.
It's no one's playing Genshin for the story.
Sometimes you don't have to be a booby lady or whatever. You could be. I think you could be like a little kid with a big hat. Probably.
All I know is I follow anime sticker accounts, quite a few of them on Instagram. And anytime I go, that's a bit much, the hashtag is Genshin.
But why would you play a game when they could also be battleships, right? Like, there are so many other opportunities for waifus.
Oh, man. Lexganium, thanks for the 4 months. Huzzah for 4 months. Hey, guys, when does a joke become a dad joke? When it's full grown.
Thank you for the membership.
I've heard that one before. I have heard that one before.
Yeah, Azure Lane. That's the one where their ships. The Denmark shows up, but
oh my god, I can't keep up. I can't. I'm not on your level of anime literacy.
Oh, I'm really bad at it too. Like
I cannot keep up with you.
Yeah.
Sean D, thanks for the super chat. Can I get a random Powerwolf song from Kyle? Just shout one out, Kyle. Just shout out a random Powerwolf song.
Sanctified by Dynamite is a good one. Resurrection by Erection is probably my favorite title for a song. That one's great. Also, my 3-year-old son thinks all my power metal is dad music, so that's kind of weird. We Drink Your Blood is pretty good.
AC/DC and Van Halen. Because that's what Dad always had on Sundays when it was time to get shit done. I love it. I love AC/DC and Van Halen, but I do think of it as dad music. If I ever have a kid, they're gonna think of Green Day and Blink-182 as dad music, and that hurts.
Okay, cool. I was curious about the poll here, but yeah, it looks like the majority of people. I just thought the way it was being talked about, there seemed like there was a lot of crossover between Final Fantasy fans and Genshin Impact fans, but it doesn't seem like that's as streamlined as I may have thought.
Posse, thank you for the super chat. 100k sub goal. Kyle streams D&D session and you raffle a member as a guest player. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, no, we would definitely put it about that high. Putting together a D&D session is a many-hour affair.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Also, take any concern I have about sound quality from when we used to do call-in episodes of podcasts, and there's a reason we don't do those anymore, and multiply it by a factor of 10,000.
Yeah. There could be ways. There could be ways to have non-voice interaction.
I mean, if it's one person, it's like, okay, we're going to buy a snowball and mail it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play Blink for my students, and they call it classic rock. Ugh! They're trolling you. I see kids wearing Blink shirts all the time, and I'm like, you weren't even born yet. Like, I'm looking at them, but yeah, it's interesting. Plus, a lot of the stuff that's like hyper popular, like Machine Gun Kelly, which I like. I'm not throwing shade. I like Machine Gun Kelly's new stuff, but that stuff is just straight up sounds like it could have come out of 2003. Like, it's really not much new in it. It just sounds like straight up 2003 pop punk.
It's the 80s, 90s, and today, man. Today keeps getting bigger. Nothing we can do about it. So was there anything in the playlist that interested you there?
Well, I've been talking, so I haven't been looking.
Take a look. Take a look here. I'll put it up on screen.
I'm a little 1.0'd out.
Yeah? Yeah, we did a lot of 1.0 today, for sure.
Oh, my God. Dude, some of this shit is like real deep cut. Or I have no frame of reference for any of it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to see quite a bit of like the Dalamud Descent stuff during No Clip.
Yeah.
I would be curious to watch the trailer they put out where Emmett walked out and was like, primals, apparently. I would be interested to see that when we hit the point where we've seen everything that's in that trailer.
Yeah. We're doing so much old stuff. I was kind of hoping there'd be something a little more new. Like last time when we watched that Preach video, that was fun. It was fun being timely.
Well, he had the chat with Lore here, but about half of it is the same stuff we saw in the previous trailer.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'd say skip Arena that then.
Okay. We got Preach's review of Dragonflight. That happened. We have something called Drift Souls that was recommended to you. But you haven't played a lot of Dark Souls, so I don't know.
So I'd probably be lost on me.
I don't know if it would hit for you.
You haven't finished Initial D.
No, I haven't. Yeah, I have not finished Initial D.
Yeah, I'm not sure it matters. Most jokes about Initial D are pretty. If you've seen episode 1, you can understand the humor. Do 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 do.
That's true. There is a lot of like Stormblood. Like Preach did some videos about Stormblood. We should put on this list.
Oh, we have a Cider Spider video in here. That's not a
down the bottom. The hunt for content creation. You want to do that one?
All right, I vote that. I vote that.
All right, sounds good. Let's do it.
I love Cider Spider.
Let's do it.
Fucking go.
If a rat tied to a balloon
all right.
string asked you to run outdated content to help him fetch some sensitive information he lost, would you? Of course you would, Kupo. Hi, I'm Cider Spider, and I play Final Fantasy XIV. As a creatively bankrupt content creator, I have zero ideas for things to make videos about. Therefore, I'm resorting to showing you easily accessible information that you could find on your own and making it into a roughly 10-minute video for YouTube optimization. Now,
that's true. You got to get to 8 minutes. 8 minutes for the mid-rolls. The mid-rolls where you make the money.
10 minutes on the dot.
Yep. Oh, wow. Hey, nice. Hey, well done.
Look at
well
that
done.
shit.
A joke in the content itself.
Back in the dark times, before the internet ruled the world, we used to have this thing called reading. Because of short-form video and climate change, no one knows how to do this anymore. It is a lost art from the before times. Therefore, I'm going to make a video for this community centered around...
I don't know.
I didn't expect an answer. It was rhetorical. But now I want to know what your answer to this is, Kyle. Kyle, what does climate change have to do with no one reading?
Climate change makes me want to read more and watch older things more, because now I have to watch David Attenborough go on about these beautiful creatures, and then he's like, but if, and you're like, oh God, here come the bummers. I don't even drive. Like I walk. And there's nothing more I can do, David Attenborough. I'm not responsible for this anymore, David Attenborough. Please just continue about the adorable animals, David Attenborough, please.
I use like one tank of gas a month.
I'm not responsible anymore.
game that is
There's tree farms. We're not even killing trees for paper anymore.
90% reading with the assumption that no one watching can in fact read. So let's mosey our toesies on over to the Lodestone E. And here we find ourselves at the official FF14 site for news posts and game guides and all that fun jazz.
What's a fine website?
I said it's such a bad website.
Oh, it doesn't bother me. Is it the font? What about it? Do you find sketchy? Is it the font?
It's white and modular. Also, like the banners look like they're non-official. Like I feel like I ended up on a fan site from 1999.
Maybe they use Squarespace.
You can make Squarespace look way better than this, buddy.
Oh man.
Also, just using it. Like the first time when you were like, "Let's play Final Fantasy," I was like, "Okay." 3 hours later, I figured out how to give them money.
Yeah.
Their UI, their user experiences, the UX needs work. Needs work.
Now, I got here by being an efficacious internet exploring Chad and simply typing the site into the address bar on my Netscape navigator.
Oh, nice.
Because I know how to find the dang on website without
Pause. No, go. Roll it back.
Go back.
Roll it back to where you can see the navigator. No, forward a little bit.
Right into the address bar on my Netscape.
Wait. Pause.
Yeah.
That's the only time in my entire life the website looks like it made sense. When paired with that, with the Netscape. See, it is, I think it's a litmus test if your website looks like it makes sense when paired with a Netscape browser UI. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or start it up on a Dreamcast. It looks like a Dreamcast website, yeah.
Oh, you're
like you would access it in
right.
games so you can play Phantasy
Which
Star.
might be a bit of the, just Japanese aesthetic then in that way.
Could be, right? Maybe
it's I don't mean to overly simplify by saying it's quirky, but boy, this is not Western graphic design sensibilities here.
Navigator, because I know how to find the dang on website without asking G's for directions.
On the right
However,
side there, like
if you're too dumb to do this like the target audience for this video, then you might notice that all the links on the FF14 launcher actually lead directly to the Lodestone.
I hate people who name their character Lodestone, because when I Google Lodestone to find the website, I always end up clicking on characters first. That's the worst part about it.
But they're named
system.
Lodestone on the Lodestone, so Google's like, ooh, my spiders love this.
The optimization.
Ooh, I know we tell you not to keyword stuff, but here I am.
Yeah, the analytics.
Rewarding the keyword
stuffing. And then you might
stuffing.
further notice that one of those links actually leads directly to the thing that this video is about. If you have a spacious cranium and a large brain, you might find yourself able to skim the contents of that link in a couple of minutes and parse all the pertinent info yourself. But because I'm compelled to videograph everything related to this game, no matter how obvious or mundane it may be, I'm going to go through this article as slowly and painstakingly as I possibly can. We're going to stop to comment on every individual point listed, because how else am I going to get this video to an advertisement-friendly length?
Damn, dude's throwing down.
I love the meta of this.
Wow. Huh.
Speaking of advertisements, subscribe now or I will threaten you. Right then, so Final Fantasy XIV has announced another Moogle Treasure Trove event, and even though they do this for almost literally every patch, I'm going to assume you have no idea what it is and explain every aspect of it, especially the ones that are self-evident. So
okay, to be fair, of the Mr. Happy videos I've watched, like the dude has a turnaround time. Like he is there, 6 a.m., watching the live letter and get something up within like half an hour. But I'm pretty sure he's calling out Mr. Happy here. Probably others, but it seems a little targeted.
Listen
this
up,
is
idiot.
my sense of humor.
Yeah.
And I don't know who he's calling out.
The
it
Moogle
still works.
I do like Zephyr's kind of approach to it, which is always like, okay, first everybody calm the hell down. All right, is everyone seated? Okay, good. I will stop this bus. If you all don't
That's another energy I really appreciate and I have adopted a bit. If I don't know if you have noticed.
Yeah.
When people start telling me what to do, that's when I'm like, I will pull this over.
Yeah.
I will pull it over. Let me figure it out. I don't need you being Atreus in my God of War 2018. All right. Thank you.
Treasure Trove event is an in-game event designed to convince you to stay subscribed another month while you wait for the next patch. It's kind of like a relic grind, but instead of relics, you get a bunch of junk that's already obtainable in-game. Certain duties reward certain amounts of unique tomestones that you can trade for said junk. You can see all of that information on this simple infographic. As you can see here, spotting UFOs will reward you with 5 SD cards full of Moogle porn. You'll also note how happy this gentleman is as a result, and I'm betting you want to be that happy too. And also, once you've collected enough salacious Moogle material, you can trade it into this itinerant idiot for some worthless crap that probably even Doma wouldn't take. Guess what time the event will take place? If you like this video right now, I'll tell you the answer. If you guessed from December 12th until patch 6.3 launches, then congratulations. You're right. That was either one heck of a guess, or you actually can read, in which case I have no idea why you're watching this. If we scroll down the page, you'll see that there's a list.
I mean, they're not wrong.
I love the writing. I love the humor.
Yeah. They're not wrong.
Wonderful.
But no, I read the thing and then I want to hear other people's opinions. But they're not wrong.
Listing of every duty that rewards Moogle porn. I will now proceed to read them to you and comment on them as if there's anything interesting to say.
Yes.
First up is Dun Scathe, with 7 SD cards per run. This is probably to remind you that Scathach is the best boss in the game and definitely not one of the most reused rigs for other bosses. If this weirdly sexy Void Queen doesn't come back in the next patch, I will rage and quit. Furthermore, there's the Praetorium, which is in every single Tombstone event for the same reason it's on MSQ Roulette, because Square has to pretty much bribe people to run it so that noobs can finish a Realm Reborn. Tragically, the updated Praetorium no longer features Devastation, and they upgraded all the boss fights with Shadowbringers dance mechanics to ensure that no Sprout ever plays Black Mage again. For some reason, the Weeping City of Mach is only worth 5 Moogles, even though it'll probably take longer than Dun Scathe because of acceleration bombs and Megadeth. Last I checked, 5 gigs of smut is the cost of peace. But who's buying anyway? Check this out. If you're on a PC and not one of those newfangled touchscreen mobile devices, you might have this thing called a mouse. And not the kind that eats cheese and tastes delicious. Huh? Anyways, if your mouse doesn't suck, it probably has something called a scroll wheel. You may not have realized this, but the scroll wheel allows you to move up and down web pages, or scroll.
He meant it when he said I was going to go through this.
With my highly advanced wheel of scrolling, I will now traverse down the page and show you more duties that can be completed for Moog picks. Wow, look at all these PvP maps. I will now proceed to read the names of them because I know that you can't. It is every single Frontlines map. Seal Rock, the Fields of Glory, Onceler Hakusho, and Borderlands 3. There's also what looks like Rival Wings, which allegedly is a game mode that exists. All of these maps will give you 3 tombstones if you suck, 4 if you suck less, and 5 if you suck the least. But you might as well chalk it up to 3 per run because your teammates are going to spar with the losers while the third team casually claims all the objectives and wins. What's next? Well, for 4 forsaken 4-sided fortunes, you can run these 3 thankless theaters thereunder. Halatali Hard is the training ground for leather daddies, and also the music is just an angry drum circle, which is pretty sick. There's also Brayflox's Long Stop Hard, which has the most painstaking final boss ever. Secrets of Cheesemake are belong to Illuminati. Secrets of Boring are belong to Brayflox Hard. And then there's Castra Meridianum. I don't know why you'd subject yourself to Livia cutscenes for Moogle tombstones, but you can if you want to.
They're
I
better.
also don't know why they retcon Gaius
fine.
and Livia's relationship, but you'll have plenty of time
They
to think about how...
Well, okay, maybe I don't find about this till later, but yes, I will one day hopefully have this information, and I will have an opinion.
Weird the implications are while you rewatch her last cutscene over and over again. 3 tomes for Void Ark, the Porta Decumana, Zamail Darkhold, Cutter's Cry, and the Sunken Temple of Karn. Holy crap, I'm already bored of this. Why do people make videos about this crap? No one even really watches them.
All right, what's the view count on this video? Then?
Yeah, minimize.
Yeah, we got
exit full screen.
Okay, no,
22,000 views.
That's
Okay,
solid.
okay.
10 days ago. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is like real new. Hell yeah.
Void Ark takes forever. The Porta Potty Decumana smells like the name implies. Zamail Darkhold is currently the worst dungeon in the game. Cutter's Cry makes...
Wait, which one is Darkhold? That's the one with the...
that's the one with the eye and the purple shit on it. I
never,
never need to run it again. It is right below PP Palace for me.
Yeah, that one does suck.
If we go back to our wall, man, I'm putting that thing in the dumpster tier.
That was old
Get it out of here.
2 swords at the end, right? Where people like channels crystals and you gotta like beat up the crystals so that 2 swords doesn't get all
it was
charged.
the first time I ever used a limit break, but because you can still take damage while you're locked in an animation, I died to his line attack.
is currently the worst dungeon in the game. Cutter's Cry makes me cry, and Sunken Temple is okay, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Finally,
I like Sunken
we get
Temple.
2 sticks of
I'm with
Moogle
them.
canoodling
That's
from
an
Kugane
accurate
Ohashi,
list.
battle in the Big Keep and battle on the Big Bridge. All that.
Oh, right, we can't do that one yet. That's the one we haven't done at Stormblood. Because it's tied to Hildebrand. We have to get deeper.
Oh yeah, we got a lot. We still got Heaven's Ward, Hildebrand.
Yeah, we got a lot before we can do that last trial.
Hildebrand content that you just finished skipping so you could get the Endwalker relics. Apparently Hildebrand is controversial for some reason. It's not enough for people to dislike the questline's sense of humor. They also have to get angry about it and make sure everyone knows how much they don't like it. Well, that's all well and good, but if you want a Manderville relic, you gotta be a Manderville man, so get over it, lol. So anyway, now that we know where to get our Moogle media, I'll bet you're probably wondering, has anyone really been far even has decided to use even go want to do look more like? That's correct. You can trade the tomestones in at these 3 locations. Now let's dig into those rewards. Are we at 10 minutes yet? I'll bet you like Namazu, you dirty catfish-loving pervert. I bet you're totally into those long whiskers and those surprisingly tensile fins. You filthy degenerate.
Not when you say it like that.
The way they squeak around and stare at you with those bulbous bedroom eyes. Well, you're in luck. If you're the type of person that loves these fish friends enough to cut one's head off and wear it around your neck, then this event has just the reward for you. The exclusive Namazu neckerchief, made of 100% organic pasture-raised Namazu. And it's cruelty-free. Probably. And it's only gonna cost you 14 runs of done scathe, so get to it, you stupid idiot. What else we got? The random Stormblood Extreme mount. Random Ishgard Restoration mount. The Falcon's back on the menu. If you like pods, racing, and racing pods, this is your chance to partake. Remember Star Wars Pod Racer for the N64? I do. I don't even like racing games, but that one was pretty
great
fun.
Game.
Good
It
times,
is fantastic.
Good times.
Arcade
Wait,
cabinet version was amazing too.
There's emotes, I guess. More Ishgard Restoration rewards that are constantly getting shoved into these tome events because for some reason no one likes crafting. Ishgard Restoration is highly underrated, and I feel sorry for anyone who isn't Chad enough to rebuild the Imperiorum even though it's been built for like 2 years already. I hope all you casuals are happy with your Ishgard houses. I hope every time you step into the door you think of the angry baby who labored in the cold to build that door, and then didn't even win the lottery to live there. I hope it's drafty there. The goblet's better anyway. So yeah, next up we got some
Brutal got some opinions there.
Oh man, jeez, all my sweat about the house lottery was just made manifest in those 3 seconds there.
It's super convoluted. It's really hard to figure out. I've tried to do the restoration. It's difficult. There's barriers.
Baby that labored in the cold to build that door.
Yeah. Dome restoration is way cleaner.
Rolls that you could easily get by unsyncing old content, but suckers who are too lazy to do that will occasionally buy them for exorbitant rates on the market board. The Ancient City is from Amdapor Hard, and Heartless is from AlphaScape 4. If you want to get one of these from the event, it'll cost you 10 runs of Weeping City of Mach, which is like 3 to 4 hours if you're lucky. You could unsync Amdapor Hard approximately 60 times in that same span, and you'd have to be pretty friggin' unlucky to not get the music roll in that many attempts. But if you'd rather get scammed, go right ahead. There's also the ostensibly special time-worn maps. These will come in handy when I start the Shadowbringers maps achievement grind, which will happen just as soon as I finish the Stormblood maps achievement grind, which I'll start as soon as I'm done with P8S, lol. You can also get the Spotted set from the Heavensward Super Fates to be a true pimp legend like me, and any pimp needs a tricked out ride like the Drake or the Dire Wolf. Yeah, you could do a month of ARR Daily Beast Tribe quests with these sick mounts, or you could just lose 10 games of Frontlines instead. Idiot. We got some furniture here for all those FC-only small houses that no one wants, and then there's tops from the Stormblood hunt sets. Riding maps? But we already have flight in those areas. And, there's a minion, wind-up meat eater. You wind him up, and he eats your meat. I mean, allegedly. Yeah, I'd be willing to pay 7 tomestones for that. So, I mean, yeah, them's pretty much the breaks. In conclusion, this event is pretty cool. I think there are some pretty cool rewards, and everything is pretty cool. I can't wait to forget this event exists until the last 3 days and then grind a couple dungeons to get the 1 or 2 things that are marginally worth acquiring. Subscribe so I can churn out more content that you'll passively half-watch while you eat lunch. 1 like equals 1 lunch. Okay, bye.
Wow.
I really
really
enjoy his style of writing.
Yeah, that was deep. That was deep. What's their what's their like content pipeline normally look like? Raid Party Finder. Okay. Mad 'cause small,
2 weeks,
sure.
2 months, 3 months, 7 months. So when it's ready.
Yeah, about once a month or so, but 2 if need be and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
More so, did they do this kind of content and then make fun of it? No. They did this to make fun of the kind of content that people make. Well done. Well done.
And yet, I now understand this event better than I did before.
That's true. I did learn things. I did learn what's on the menu.
I learned things.
I could have
but
done
also
that with
just
my eyeballs.
Cheaply laughed at interjections of "you idiot."
Yeah,
because it just makes me giggle. It just makes me giggle. Frostar, thanks for the super chat. Have you seen Preach's video on Tsukiyomi Arc? I believe this is the first it's been mentioned.
Yeah, no, we haven't seen that, and it's not on our list yet. I would be interested to, because Preach does all his videos after the fact, right? So I would want to know when he made it, what part of the game he was in, and what perspective he was bringing back to that thought process. But while we discuss that, shall we run a dungeon, Garrett?
Let's do it.
Let's dungeon.
Big bridge, let's go.
Oh my god. 74. I'll do a little red mage. Continue working on that. He made at the end of the Stormblood. Oh, I thought he was super ahead looking back. So that's why I didn't express interest in it, because I wanted to like save that. If he was in Endwalker looking back at how great Stormblood was, it's kind of like, oh shit, like, oh, Endwalker not so good maybe if we're thinking about the past that hard. But if he's making them before he moves on. We have watched some Sid Spider videos. Mad 'cause Small amused Garrett greatly.
It's a choice of words there.
Well, that's true. I, however, was a little lost.
Not into it.
No. But much like Napoleon Dynamite and stuff, I can see it getting more fun with repetition and time.
All right, I'm heading over to Party Password.
All right.
Heading over to Party Password. Yeah, the good old Party Password. It's a chat all over in our Discord. Why am I talking like this? I don't know.
Join the Discord, won't you?
Why can't I find the Party Password? There it is, under the show, which was collapsed for some reason. There's a 4-digit code. You can put that into your Party Finder and join us for the battle at the Big Bridge.
I don't know.
It's actually a trial, so there's more space than usual.
Oh, perfect. I don't know what Aquapolis is? I don't know what Aquapolis is.
Aquapolis?
Did we watch Lahi? Yes, we watched that like right after we got the Ratika Greatwood.
Yes.
We were treated to Lahi.
We know Lahi.
Oh yeah, we know Lahi.
When I had Ebola.
Heaven's Word map dungeon. Oh yeah, I don't know anything about that. Treasure map stuff.
Ricky Moo, thank you for the super chat. I'll add a suggestion too. I've seen it in chat a few times. /emote by Zane Kanpu is a short movie made entirely in game.
We were told that had spoiler zones in it back when we did our movie night. It might be good to put back on the list now that we're in Shadowbringers.
I'm also not sure how I feel about like reacting to narrative machinima.
That's what Pint does, I guess you could say. You could classify it as that. But yeah, if it's an individual story,
it's still narrated. It's not like a fiction told with characters and stuff. Pint is what I'm talking about here.
Yeah, no, emote sounds like it's a fan story, right? Somebody created a story in the game of their own Warrior of Light or other characters going on an emotional journey of some kind. Very well made. Okay.
I look for reactions where we have something to say other than that's good or that's bad.
Sure.
So I think it's difficult with fan-made narratives.
Yeah, I think the nerves there would be if it's a high effort, particularly beloved story, and we get bored during it. That'd be bad. So I don't think it's high on our personal enjoyment of the content we digest.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's
we
like,
could be convinced. We could be wrong.
Yeah. All right.
I think what we
in
should...
the meantime,
yeah,
battle at the Big Bridge.
Yep, rocket. Well, it sounds like we should make a we'll make a React channel in the Discord where people can post videos. We have our content channel, but that's more for discussion.
Yeah, we need it. I want to also see like upvotes, so we should come up with a system to upvote it on the Discord so we can see what people are the most interested in us reacting to.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, the best way to do is like
emotes or like emote reactions.
Yeah, maybe we can do that in Discord because obviously like a Reddit, we're not really big enough to have a Reddit all of our own, but that would be a fine way to find out what people are thinking about each day.
I mean, we could do a Reddit, but also you could just do up, thumbs up, thumbs down as reactions in Discord. And we use Discord for everything else, so I would be more akin to keep it in there.
Oh, so Friday I learned something interesting, Garrett.
Oh, well, you know, we probably are already going to get takedown notices because of other music. I was going to say, you should probably mute the music now, but...
That's right, this music got us flagged right now. Oh, that was so sad.
Yeah. It demonetized the whole damn video, too.
Yeah, because what's-his-face takes it all. I personally blame him, the other music composer.
Technically, I do believe it's his record company.
Yes,
but yeah.
His record company's brutal. And takes all money for the whole video.
100% of the video.
Yeah. It's brutal. Oh, maybe we were fast enough, but it probably already got flagged. All the same.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah. Shame. But yeah, we'll put together yeah, you could strip out all the music doing the button thing. It takes a long time to process. Oh, shoot, I'm doing the wrong.
Yeah.
It gets messy.
It doesn't work great, but it is a solution.
But yes, the thing I learned Friday during that stream was all my healing spells on Astrologian cast at 1.5 seconds. And my spells on Red Mage are a lot longer. So I was playing Red Mage really wrong because I thought I had time to weave on the other side of casting. But I don't. It's a bad habit I got from playing too much Astrologian because their spells are technically quicker. Oh yeah, something about chickens, right? Like turn into chickens. I guess I'm mind controlled for 22 seconds and now I'm hitting Sign. I'm sorry, Sign. I'm confused for an extended period of time.
Just be glad he's not on a samurai.
Yeah, my auto attacks suck here, so yeah, don't worry about it too much.
Oh, I'm a frog.
Oh, I'm confused again. Oh, sorry, Al Creston. I'm sorry, Cross. I'm not sure what I'm doing or why I became mind controlled. Perhaps looking at the boss would be the right call. Now I'm a chicken.
It just happened again.
Do chickens...
I mean, the cast is, like, very quick.
Do chickens become... I mean, he's dead. He's going down. Now I'm a frog.
Meet me in the club.
Looks like going in a whirlwind is a bad idea.
You don't say.
Yeah.
The thing you didn't put there, you shouldn't stand it.
Nah, probably don't.
Unless it's from a healer.
Well, we got our tombstones. Everybody out so we can turn back on the music.
I was gonna say solution if we were gonna do the cheesing strategy is just put on your Final Fantasy playlist in the background.
That's true. Put on other music.
And just keep the BGM at 0.
Yeah, but now is actually a great time to end the stream because I got edits to get to, and we've been hanging for almost 4 hours already. Today went by fast.
Oh yeah, geez, I thought it was closer to 5.
No, it's
almost 6.
It's getting on. So thank you, everybody, for joining us today. I'm gonna put together that channel there. We'll get a Reacts channel going where we can suggest more content and timely content as we dig through. I'll clean up this list a little bit of the things we've already watched as well. You can find that playlist in the description. We will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific time, we will be joined on the podcast by Jesse Cox. Obviously, not a lot of gameplay in a podcast. It's going to be spoken words. But we'll be kicking it with Jesse. Jesse Cox coming by. Really excited about that.
Our this week's episode of Grinding Gear Podcast.
Yeah, so check that out. Join us same time tomorrow.
Yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and everything in between.
And then Wednesday evening, we're going to be doing stuff, right? Or did the...
I need to talk to you about that.
Okay, that changed?
So the thing we were going to go on Thursday was rescheduled to Wednesday, so we could go back to Thursday.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll keep it maybe we'll keep it Thursday then. That works for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to actually look at it because news dropped while I was streaming. So I need to figure that out.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk about it. But then there's going to be a Friday thing too. So full streams this week.
We're here all week.
Yes. And then we'll be off for a week and a half or so.
Yes. So thanks for hanging, everybody.
Yeah.
And we'll see you tomorrow with Jesse Cox.
Yep. Don't say goodbye too quickly. We had a lot of support on the stream. It's still going by.
My God.
Yeah.
I can't see that part
still
of it. So
rolling.
I have no frame of reference.
Yeah. I know. I'm excited.
I have no frame of reference.
I'm excited. All right. That's
Look
it.
forward to it.
Bye, everybody.
I'm gonna go make eggnog.